No, because why does nobody talk about the fact that Book Bella and Movie Bella were two different people? Because Movie Bella was like this, I don't dance. You look perfect. Whereas Book Bella, you're taking me to prom? Do you even know me?
Why are you crying?
Because I'm mad.
Where did you think we were going?
I thought you were going to change me into a vampire.
And you thought that was like a black tie occasion?
Hello.
Hi.
No,
So Cannoli has taken his. Listen, honey. Two of us is too many. Change your name, babe.
Oh, what an idiot!
Nobody wants two sassies, believe me.
I'm gonna put cannoli.
I thought you were already
Shield.
taking your hiatus and letting me run the show. But
I'm gonna change my name to cannoli shield boy. I'm gonna shield you with my powers.
why don't you imprint on me, honey?
Oh my god!
I do. Wow, that's lame.
No, change your name to Cannoli Wolf, like Jacob was going to when he got his fake passport. Jacob Wolf.
Jacob.
Yes. Yes, Vex. I do have the other clip for later. Welcome everyone. So this is it. This is the end of our Twilight journey. I know some of us are sad. I know Gore King texted me earlier. He's like, I might cry on stream at the end because this
I plan to end my life after this.
Oh, God, don't make sure it's not messy. That's all. Yeah, that's it. So we got to the end of the Twilight Saga for a whole month of February. I can't believe we gotten to this point already. Time flies, but it has been an absolute blast breaking down these movies. And I think we were talking behind the green room before. Gore King is right. This probably is the best one. And he hit it right on the head. Not because it's a good movie, but it's the most outrageous, insane one out of all five. And it is hilarious.
It's the most entertaining.
It is the most entertaining. Anyway, so yes, we have a great panel to talk about this, even with Sassy Sasquatch here. It's still a great panel. She brings it down a little bit, though.
You better believe it, bitch.
So yeah, this is our first time as a family watching these movies, and it was something to behold.
Your first time period watching them, right?
First time period for all of the whole family. So Sassy and the kids.
Hot take. I actually liked all the movies. I'm team Twilight Saga.
Yay! I mean, I only like 4 out of 5 of them, but still.
You have to remember, though, I do like dumb movies.
Yeah.
You could just
I
take out
do
the rest
enjoy a
and
good
say-
stupid
By the way, Asian book version of Bella, no joke, just like one of my sisters.
Oh,
Nice.
Watching that, I was like, yeah, this kind of looks and definitely sounds just like one of my sisters.
Nice.
Just like her.
My sister. That's awesome. That is awesome. Where was that guy? Okay, so we have Mrs. Sassy's here. Mr. Stupenzo's back for the final
I know.
show.
Why did I sign up for both of these?
I don't know, because we had such a good time last time. You didn't want to miss out on the fun.
Because Breaking Dawn is 2 parts.
Right.
Yeah, see, exactly.
More like, why am I the only one that signed up for both of these?
Well, Nadia is going to be here. She's just late. She's running late, but she will be here soon.
Sweet.
So she signed up for the torture. And then, of course, as always, my beloved co-host, love it. I'm sorry, I was looking. Love it. Hi, you're in the chat. I was looking at her name in the chat. Sorry, Gore King, my beautiful pumpkin friend, and White Bear, who Dan Crenshaw. You look just like him.
That made me kill you in Minecraft, bro.
Yeah. Obviously, Vex is still taking her hiatus, but she behind the scenes did the thumbnail, did the trivia for this. She's amazing. Thank you again, as always, Vex, for doing that. She'll be back in a few weeks, hopefully. And then, as far as us news for the show, I know I put it out on social media. I know I put it on our community page, but we are, after April 14th, we are taking a hiatus through the spring and summer. So we'll be back in the fall at some point. I have no idea when.
Whoa.
But yeah.
Well, I'll tell you when. If the Mets make the playoffs, it'll be pushed back.
Yeah, maybe November with the pen. No, but yeah. So just some, got just some stuff that personally that need to take care of, and then of course
he just can't handle all my success, and
that's what it is. Yeah, Sassy's better than me at everything, so I'm just like, even YouTube. So I'm like, whatever, I can't do this. No, but yes,
we ride the wave of sassness.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Yeah, she makes all the freaking. She gets the most views and all the money anyway. So what the hell do I need to work so hard for? Just kidding. Yes. Trash. So yes, we'll be doing this through April 14th, and then right before we go to Vegas for the meetup, that is our last show. I think it's American Psycho is the movie, is the last show, but we'll keep you posted on that. But yes, moving forward, so Breaking Dawn Part 2. I'm gonna guess that me and White Bear, this is the first time we've watched this, correct? Along with Sassy. Okay, good. Enzo, was this also another date with a female kind of thing? Movie?
No. Okay. Like I said, last ones I watched them all at the when they were all out via Rift Tracks, and it was kind of like same thing with Harry Potter. Like I was behind the curve on this, and it was one of those things where like, man, I'm glad. It was one of those things where I was glad I didn't see him in the theaters, but also sad I didn't see him in theaters because I definitely would have liked to have gauged people's reactions. Mm-hmm. I definitely feel like people would have been laughing in the theater at this.
Oh yeah.
It's a wild movie, but like I said, I had a bass player who was dragged along and made to go see these movies by his significant other, and he was, like I said, trying to cope and see like they're not that bad actually, they're pretty good. It's like, yep. Liar.
Stop it. Yeah, these are hilarious. Again, it's one of those things where you can definitely enjoy these movies for the just insanity that happens in them. And I think besides it, we discussed this, like besides Eclipse, which I think was just a terrible movie, period. There was no redeeming qualities about that movie. Every other movie you could say, at least it was so bad it was good and it was entertaining because it was funny. The parts, like even the unintentional comedy. Last week we had a blast breaking down the first part of this, and we were starting to see that come back because Twilight was a New Moon is the first one. There's so much to laugh at about that movie and talk about. And then gradually it kind of dips down in quality for a little bit and then comes right back with these two movies. And this one, oh boy, we have a lot to talk about. So let's get to let's get back into the scrubbing and go through it. And then we wake up right where we left off with Bella's eyes. Hypnotizing, aren't they, Gord? They're just hypnotizing.
That's easy to get lost in.
Lost in your eyes. Yeah, so
speaking of Cyclops and X-Men.
Yeah, it just opens up right with her senses. She's sensing everything, the environment. She's seeing things differently for the first time, smelling Edward's hand.
Hearing horrific pop music for the first time.
Yes.
The soundtrack, I think, is what makes these movies really bad, is like not just the songs throughout all the movies, but also the score.
Yeah,
they feature the score suite. This movie does have like a theme, and it's not good. It's just very generic and strange.
Yeah, I would definitely agree there. Yeah, so she's like just so happy she's a vampire finally. She got what she wanted. Oh, and I love this part where she hugs him. He's like, you're so much stronger than me at this moment. Because I guess the newborn vampires are stronger because they're
which they're not all that consistent with this. Mm-hmm. Like this, because you would expect this to really follow through with the fight scene later in the movie. It really doesn't. No. At least not in any way that seems. I mean, it's like you would think that her being the kind of lone newborn in the group, she'd be tearing through.
Well, yeah, because remember when the Volteri were coming through, they were worried. What movie was that? Was that the last movie? No, that was the third movie, Clips. They were worried about the newborns because of that reason, right? They kept saying, well, they're stronger. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. Like this, it's just forgotten after a while here. It's just really weird. Yeah. You need to get your thirst under control. She can't handle her thirst.
Yeah, man. You can't go see the baby until you get that.
Yeah.
And then, we're 5 minutes into the movie, and this is like insane.
Oh, this CGI was so bad.
I know I'm high watching this, but I'm not that high.
This looks like one of those like things you've got going on your screen when you're writing like an exercise bike.
No, it feels like Vanga Boys is gonna start playing, and this is like a music video from the 90s. Or Aqua, something like that. You're gonna hear some lame 90s dance music.
The green screen in this movie was fucking awful.
It's a beautiful world.
Yes, Nero trash techno.
Yeah.
I was just having like part of me was thinking like as she's running, she should have just been like snatching up birds and rodents and just biting into them the whole time. That'd be great.
Yeah, I love this.
Like you see that owl there, it's like, oh, that's so serene. She just snatches it. It's like, ah.
And now she smells a deer and covered in Lyme disease. Oh,
hello, Nadia.
What's up, nerds?
Yeah, we're nerds.
Hey, Nadia.
Hey,
sassy pants.
We were just talking about the wonderful.
Past your bedtime, isn't it?
It is. Well, almost. Yeah. We were just talking about the wonderful CGI and when Bella starts running real fast for the first time. And
what was Nadia's first experience with Twilight?
Yeah, with this movie. Was this like a first movie theater watch?
No, I watched all of these movies like a year or two ago, and this was the only one Chris agreed to watch with me.
Oh, he's a good man.
Out of all of them.
He's a smart boy.
So he doesn't know the beginning. He doesn't know the beginning. He doesn't know the arc. He knows just this one. This is Twilight to him.
Oh my God.
Has the baby shown up?
Nope.
Not yet.
Not yet?
This is where Bella noticed she's about to. Was she attacking a deer or was it a mountain lion?
She's going after a deer and she smells the deer, and then she gets distracted from a guy pulling the Ace Ventura 2 on the mountain. She smells that he like scrapes his elbow or something, and she's like, she goes into a frenzy.
Yeah.
And starts chasing him up this mountain.
Yeah. Oh, look at this! Look at this! Look at all this! Look the aggressive look on her face. Oh God, that is.
And then Edward has to show up, chase her down, and be like, "Yo, I didn't realize there was going to be a hiker out here."
Yeah, nobody ever comes this, and then she's just, "Let me help you down." Oh, I guess not.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just jump off.
They finally can put her persistently open mouth to use. Just it's like show your teeth a little more. It'll look angry.
Well, it'd be funny if she jumped off that huge cliff and like, she lives, but she still like shatters her legs, She heals quickly, but it probably hurts.
Then the mountain lion tries to attack the deer and she attacks. That's my food.
Yeah, this is the first 8 minutes. We're 7.5 minutes in, basically.
Look at that. Look at that.
Jesus, I could have been later then. Dang.
No, because at the end of the 10 minutes, I said the first 10 minutes is so bonkers, and the 10 minutes ends with them revealing the baby. It's just like, I would have to, if the first time, if I was watching this without riff tracks for the first time, like I'd have to pause after that 10-minute break. Like, whoa, this is too much happening at once. Bad. I can't.
She could smell Jacob, but I love how she like insults, like, "Oh, I know what they're talking about. You stink."
And they all have a good laugh, and then and Jacob is such a little bitch boy, basically. You guys look good together, and it's okay now because I got my own chick.
Yeah. She's not old enough yet.
No,
I'm not even that upset anymore.
Still wearing
diapers. I was at the mall the other day, and Spencer's brought back a bunch of Twilight T-shirts.
Because it's retro now.
Well, we just got one at Five Below with what is it? Just Edward and Bella on it. Yeah, I know. We're starting to see that shit everywhere again.
Well, it is the 20th anniversary, so
that's why.
That's true. I'm excited to see what they do with the animation version that they're going to be putting out.
Oh my God.
Is excited the right word?
No. I would wonder, I want to know if they're going to, because these movies obviously were for the readers for teenage girls, right?
Mm-hmm. It was for the something.
I wonder if the animation will be more directed towards the adults who have enjoyed this. You know what I mean? Maybe make it a little bit more. Well, definitely more
fat vampires.
Is this going to be like anime? Is it going to be a show? Is it going to be 3D animation? Like, I don't know.
I believe it's supposed to be like a animation movie. Like,
so it's like
or maybe show. I don't remember exactly.
Is fucking Netflix doing it or some nonsense?
Let me look.
It's funny because I think we were joking about this last week. Like, oh, how long until they reboot it? And I guess they already are. I spoke it into existence, I guess.
It's going to be an animated series. That's what's coming up.
Because it's padding for the content for the streaming platform of...
You're correct. It's Netflix.
Emotional damage.
It's so predictable.
Yep. Hold on a second here. Testicle difficulties.
They're calling it Midnight Sun.
Is it like...
They're stealing a title from an episode of the Twilight Zone.
Twilight Zone.
Wow.
Is it going to be like a spin-off, or is it just a remake of the movie?
You know what? Vex is
I
right,
think
though.
I think Midnight Sun was a
new book.
a different perspective book.
Right.
Vex is only saying that is like Netflix is the perfect place for Twilight because Twilight means dark.
Yeah. Midnight Sun is the 2020 companion novel to the 2005 book. The work retells the events of Twilight from the perspective of Edward.
Oh, that's gay.
I'd like to say that yes, he will be gay, and Kristen Stewart will be a blue-haired woke lesbian, and somehow
So
it will
Kristen
work.
Stewart.
No.
Yeah, you're right.
Not in Trump's America. Not in Trump's America.
Oh, okay, no
That's
DEI.
just done.
anymore.
Yeah, well, in Trump's America, we have a black Jesus that's a female,
wait,
so
wait,
I don't
wait.
know.
CGI baby.
Look,
See, well, wait, normal looking kind of CGI baby. It's not till they try to like put the actress's face on the child.
In movies.
Right.
they already are doing that. That's
No,
what this is.
that's
That
what this
they
is.
literally created
That
this
looks
baby
like-
image from her, and it's horrifying.
When it's moving around, when the baby, it's so off-putting. Like it's disturbing, man. And half the movie, and then out of nowhere, she's normal, like she's a regular person.
Love it.
I'm like, oh my
You
god.
highlight Love It's comment.
Yeah, we know. We know. Damn
I love you,
sassy.
Sassy. I love you.
Yeah,
I'll
look
never
at
live
that.
that one down.
I mean, look at this face.
We're
That is
March
just-
babies. We got this.
Yeah,
That's right.
that is disturbing.
How can you say no to that
Disturbing
face?
right there.
Have
Right there, it
Jacob.
doesn't look
That
bad.
face won't let you.
It's not really there. What's the problem?
Like, why didn't they just use a real baby?
That's what I said.
Yeah, Kristen Stewart was like,
That's how much
it
they
gives-
don't trust Stewart around a baby.
Yeah, I mean, she's like, she was saying like, I gave better performance with the real baby. I wish they had done that. And it's like, obviously, everyone probably
Yeah.
agrees.
Yeah.
I mean, because there is a real baby there,
Yes.
but they're just putting a weird CGI face on the baby. It's weird.
Yep. It's very strange. I don't.
Oh, and the older sister from 13 tells on
Tells.
Jacob,
Yeah.
basically.
Go ahead, Jacob.
Go ahead, tell Bella what you did to her baby.
Bella now she's like,
gonna love this.
Yeah. This is so funny. This is so funny. And I don't want to tell that it's not the time. And then it doesn't mean what you think. Oh, yeah, it kind of does. You're a fucking groomer, bro.
You can't help it, right?
You're a group. Yeah, and then
It's
she's
the
like,
wolf thing.
she grabs him and just chucks him out.
You know what? He's been waiting all of his life to be manhandled by her, so he enjoyed this.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's true.
That is true. He liked it.
I mean, any way that she'll touch him, he'll take it.
This is this dialogue. You have some wolfly claim.
Oh gosh, she has
Like,
a
what?
You have some wolfy claim on her. I'm like, oh, why
That
are
was
they giving you
poor
And
dialogue?
then wait, did we get to the Loch Ness monster thing yet? Did she say that yet? Nessie? Because
No, that's the capper
First of all, Nessie is so much better than Renesmee. I mean, she's making fun of what he's calling the baby.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
come
and her
on.
baby looks like a monster.
It's
Right.
when you name a child, you got to think of what they can call the child.
Nickname, yeah. There you go. There's our thumbnail. Thanks to Vex. You nicknamed my daughter. It's like, what?
I need you to, don't be hard on Nessie, babe.
Like that made her legitimately angry, and I'm like,
Yeah.
lady, calm down. It's not that bad.
Yeah, like,
But
Nessie-
isn't that
you
kind
think
of a
you-
reach, though? What makes her think that he named her after he was referring to the Loch Ness
Oh,
monster?
no. The Loch Ness monster's nickname is Nessie.
Is Nessie, yes.
That
I
is a
know, but
literal
come on.
nickname. That's. I mean, it's
them
like
trying
wait,
that
hold on.
comedy.
when you
Hold
say,
on,
a lot of
hold on.
times when you say, you named her after, you're really just saying you've given her the same name as.
Yeah.
It's funny because any nickname you give her.
Vex was in the movie? Look at that. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I would have said you were the retard that named her Renesmee. I was just trying to help you out with that.
Renesmee sounds way worse than Nessie. It's not even
Yes.
close.
Oh, then she
Yeah.
chucks this poor wolf kid.
I
and
know
then
this
it's
pissed
like-
me off.
Fine.
Yeah.
But
What's
yeah,
up?
that's the thing. Is like you could say, give her the name Schmay. Be like, what? Like Hook's right hand man. Or you could call her Ness. And be like, oh, like the guy who arrested Al Capone. She's not gonna be happy with any nickname.
Yeah. She's just like so into this vampire thing now. She's pushing people around. Oh, there's the CGI head again. Dude, look at even in still images. Look how scary that looks.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
That definitely looks like a floating head on a just a wrapped up prop of some kind.
For the new show, I'm going to be applying as an artist. So, cross your fingers.
In my arms. or Esme's. Oh, shut up.
Kata,
Oh,
there's
God.
no vampire feet in this one. I'm sorry.
hold
my
on,
guy.
hold
you might be
on,
on the wrong stream.
Vex, hang on a second. I'll take control. Cannoli,
What?
would you listen
Wait,
to
no,
Vex,
hold on.
please?
Is she talking about the clip she sent in the email, or is she
I
talking
don't
about...
know, honey. I'm just trying to relay the.
Oh no, I got it. I know what she's talking about. Hold on. I know exactly what she's talking about.
All right,
All right.
because she's going to use she's going to
Hold
replace
on.
the BL with N if you don't.
I got it. You ready? Here we go.
I sometimes feel like the Twilight movies would have been infinitely better if they were edited in a comedic style versus a dramatic style. And to show you what I mean, I've taken the most iconic scene from the Twilight movies and edited it to be in the style of The Office. Here it is.
Oh God.
It's a wolf thing.
What's a wolf thing?
I actually think this is more 30 Rock than Office.
Yep.
Yeah.
It wasn't my choice. She's a baby. It's not like that. From the beginning, it was Nessie who wanted me there.
Nessie? You nicknamed my daughter after the Loch Ness monster?
The snap zooms and the fluid camera.
I sometimes feel like the Twilight movies. I love it.
Very good, Vex. Thank you for that. By the way, for sending those, that was awesome.
White bear.
White bear.
What the fuck?
Kata wanted feet pics. He wanted
Hey, we're never gonna get montage. We need those donations.
We got super chat goals, people. Come on.
Hold on. I'll join you, Whitey. I think I have something. Hold on.
Oh God.
Do I
Is this
still
where they?
have
Is this
it?
where they get the house? That
Yeah.
we didn't know
There you
was
go.
on the
Yeah,
property?
there's just this random nearby house in the woods, and I'm like, are the previous owners okay?
Dead? Are they
What
dead?
happened to them?
They got eaten.
It's like, where did this come from?
Why?
And did they set this all up while she was turning into a vampire? I need to know details.
No,
and-
that's not-
Yeah,
You're asking the wrong questions. This just happens in Twilight Land.
yeah. There's no explanation for this. I'm like, where did this house come from, and
Yeah,
who
why-
owned
why-
it previously?
Carmine built it with his bare hands over a weekend.
Oh God, this is so funny.
Hey, you notice that, and we'll see this a lot later on, especially even outside, but they totally dropped the whole, like, let's, make a lot of them pale and all that. Like,
Yes.
it was just like, maybe you'll get the powder that day, maybe you won't.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Okay, I was hoping that you would, Nadia, because, like,
Yes.
seriously, that's inconsistent. But
Yeah,
They're actually kind of tan in this. I don't know if it's the
Right?
filter
It's
they're
a lighting, I
using
think,
over
maybe.
it,
he's
or
darker than her.
yeah.
And I love that he
And
shows it.
it's winter. This is supposed to be happening near winter.
Yeah, look, she's like horny.
I mean,
as hell
didn't
right
they
here.
have a little island honeymoon? Maybe he got some color there.
Yeah.
The
The point is, vampire sex is better than human.
yeah, because we don't. Vampires don't. It's not to sleep.
I'm so sad I missed that scene. The
Oh,
fucking where
dude,
she
yeah.
breaks the bed and like
Oh yeah.
split her legs in like two. She should have just been totally bone
Died.
tomahawk
Died.
with the amount of force.
Bone tomahawk.
Oh, look, she's all into it here. Oh, look, she's glow. She's look, she's what the fuck is it glistening from the?
Twinkle, twinkle, baby, twinkle.
Turning into Dark Phoenix.
Mm-hmm. She's hitting the big O right there.
A little low.
A little low. Yeah, maybe.
You really were holding back, and I'm like,
Yeah, that's not a
"Stop."
bone tomahawk.
Stop.
That's a pretty little low.
It's pretty bad.
That's Tom Bonahawk.
Vampire 6. You don't have to rest or catch our breath to eat. Oh yeah, they can just bone all the time.
I don't put. It's like amongst us, you don't put the steak in the heart.
We don't get hungry or anything. Like, well, what the fuck was the very first scene of the movie?
Yeah, she's there.
Yeah, no, it's like you absolutely get hungry. What are you
Yeah,
talking
like
about?
I think you missed something here.
Shit,
Besides
I'm-
your,
I got bad,
your
I got
license to
bad
hold
news,
baby.
Bella.
Oh yeah, I love this when they come back, break a lot of stuff. It's like wow.
It's actually the only good line Emmett has. I was
Yeah.
like, that's actually kind of a funny line. It's like break
In
a lot
all
of
the
stuff.
movies.
And then-
In all
and
the
then-
movies.
Out of the entire saga, he has one.
And you know what
good
Jacob's
line.
thinking here? Oh, just wait till I do with Renesmee next. No, never mind. We're not-
No,
we're not going there.
you can't go there.
Demonetized.
Yeah, that's it. We're going to hell.
Deplatformed.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're go-
Oh no! Don't.
Oh, yeah, this-
Don't be one of those guys.
So like they want to tell the dad. So they want to like, hey, we're gonna tell your dad that you're dead, basically. And she's like, okay, I'll do it tomorrow. She's such an asshole to her father. It is.
Well, no, I mean, I get the idea behind this.
Right.
It's like that's more or less fun. And in fact, I'll compliment the scene that's coming up. I mean, we've all agreed that Charlie is basically the MVP.
Yeah.
His acting in this upcoming part is actually really good.
It is. Good.
I was like, man, way to go, Charlie. It's like MVP for the entire saga.
Yeah,
he really nailed this scene.
So they have to move, and Jacob's like, I ain't having that. So I'm gonna go show Charlie my body.
Although this is really freaking awkward, but I can at least appreciate that they understand how awkward it is. Like Charlie's the perfect person for this.
He played it
scene.
off well. Yeah,
unironically funny.
Yes.
But
this
he
is
does do a
legitimately
little.
funny.
He does do a little. He doesn't really react the way I would. He does do a little. Hey, what are you doing? But then once his pants come down, Billy Burke, he does this weird, like a little. Like that's not the reaction I'd be doing. I'd be like, stop!
You're such a
right
buff kid.
there.
You're such a small.
I expected him to draw down on him, but
it would have.
Yeah.
Gosh, what if? I think the one thing that could have made this better is once he got down to the pants, if he put his hand back on the axe, like, okay, if this is what that's gonna be.
Yeah, there you go.
What are you trying to do there, man? What are you trying to do? Yeah, and then he turns.
He starts taking his shirt off too, and then he turns into a wolf. He's like, "Oh, you're going somewhere else with this." Okay.
I read that wrong.
Bella's never known.
They thought me and Jacob were gonna have secrets.
The editing in here is terrible. Like it's like it goes right back to Jacob being at the house telling like what he did, and it's like this is weird editing here.
Showed your dad my tech.
Charlie's life's been hell. Yeah, because of you fucking. Oh no, she said that. Yeah,
Charlie's life hasn't been hell, just like ever since Bella was born.
It's just Bella's hell.
Yeah,
hell's Bella.
Them training her on how to act human again. It's like,
Yeah, why is she all of a sudden having trouble moving normally? That's not been a thing since she became a vampire. It's just all of a sudden it's like,
yeah.
Oh, we got to.
She's never done too well at being human.
That's true.
That's very true.
That's true.
But it's like all of a sudden they're just like she's moving fast all the time. I'm like, she wasn't though at all.
I know,
ever.
I know.
Is it me or is like Vex said? All of a sudden she becomes a vampire and she's actually semi-attractive.
She's so hot.
Yeah,
she looks really good in this movie. Looks
So
really
hot.
good in this movie.
Yeah,
I was
like
born to be a vampire.
I was born to be dead.
Well, maybe maybe the first 10, 20 minutes of this movie, the majority of it has been filmed in like vampire, like bullet time. That would be the answer.
That's so true.
Like honestly, all you really needed is like, okay, we have to make sure you learn to control your strength. That's been a thing. So that's really all you should be doing here.
Yeah, yeah.
The whole walking and moving thing. It's like, guys, we've been watching the first 20 minutes of this movie. This isn't a thing.
Yeah. And you're right. This is Charlie's his best acting out of all 5 movies for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's been good throughout, but he's actually required to not just. Yeah, I was like, wow, he's playing. He's actually, and I'm not saying he hasn't been taking his role seriously. It's just he's just kind of been playing a nonchalant, I don't give a crap type character.
You don't turn.
But here it's like he's actually given a chance to really act, and he's good. He's really good.
He really is the best actor in the entire movie.
Yeah, and all the men who see this series, like they identify more and more with Billy Burke, Charlie's character.
Yep.
Especially this whole like, all right, what are we doing today? Like, what's going on now? Like, this 5th movie. What's his hair is disheveled. He's getting older. He's like his all grizzled. This is like every guy in the theater going to the 5th movie. Like, okay, here we go.
And look at him. Like, this is where like he really. I was like, wow, he's actually pulling off. Pulling this off, man.
His facial expressions express the whole movie for us.
Whitey, why is your picture of slaves?
Wow.
This is Ernest Goes to Jail Netflix. Sorry.
oh my god!
You know what I mean, Vern?
Dude, Ernest Goes to Jail is one of my favorites.
Dude, it's so good.
Ernest Goes to Jail is pretty funny.
Ernest Scared Stupid.
Listen, Dad, you're just gonna have to accept the fact that I'm different and I look different. But he's like, okay.
Oh, and by the way, it's only been like 3 months, but I had a baby, so deal with that too.
Oh no!
No! They said the adoption. I was like, did they bring up an adoption?
Yeah, that's right. Quickly. I forgot that was like shoehorned in, right? I didn't miss any other
very
time.
Shoehorned in. It was just like I was like, an adoption? What are you all talking about?
And then he's like, well, she has your eyes, Bella. Yeah, let's not talk about that.
Oh God, here we go.
I got kind of lost here.
Do adoption agencies
we all did
18-year-old newlyweds babies?
Yes.
Right?
No, they shouldn't.
There we go.
Then again, he's like over 100. So
Dude, look at this head. Look at this head. It's scary. No. I couldn't get over. I knew this was a thing, but until you see it, like and you know what? When we watched this in 4K Dolby Vision, it just sticks out even more.
Right.
Awkward because it's in 4K. It's on a bigger TV. It's like oh my god!
I just don't understand why they couldn't use a real baby. Like I
mean,
don't
look,
understand.
you can tell she's not looking at her.
They did
but
use
why
a real
did they have
baby.
to why did they have to superimpose? Why did they have to do this with the face? What was the motive?
Does it grow as fast? Or was
The
it
idea-
It doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, they think they want it to look like the actress playing her, but I'm like, it's a baby. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Supposed to be like a super smart baby.
Why is
from
she
the
Asian all of a
get-go.
sudden?
Have you guys ever seen how babies?
Well,
work?
cannoli. That's how you sell the adoption.
If you look at the ear, if you look at her left ear and like her neckline, like the way the head is clipped out.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
like,
Yes.
there's like it's just weird, and it's one of the things where like with special effects, usually good special
there.
effects, like you can take a still frame and like it'll look real. But
Oh
even
my
with
God,
this,
Gord.
like the still
I mean,
frames,
Roman.
oh yeah.
But it
Matt-
doesn't make any sense because after the baby's a baby, and then all of a sudden it's the young girl for quite a bit of the movie. So I don't understand why they couldn't just use a real baby.
You know what? I think I figured it out. Since
Tell
this
me.
is an adoption, they CGI'd the baby to make sure you knew it was a mistake.
Oh!
There
you
I
go.
like it. I like it.
We could have had the Ally McBeal baby and still got away with it.
Look at this goofy. Look at this fucker's face here. Look at this face.
I'm not sure she is.
I'm not
Like,
sure
okay,
she-
Emmett, we
All
gave
right,
you
Emmett.
one good line. You don't. Let's not push it.
And this
Let's go
boner
ahead and
boy-
arm wrestle.
This
'cause
boner
that's what
boy.
vampires
Oh,
like
this
to
is
do.
so fucking stupid. Oh my god.
I mean, honestly, it's goofy. I don't exactly mind it because I'm like, yeah, I can. If you have these kind of newfound powers,
You want to test
this
them out.
is probably the kind of stuff you're going to get up to for funsies.
Yeah.
So, but it's
all right.
cheesy. It's really.
I think it's
cheesy.
Yeah, I
fun
was
when
wondering.
Go ahead. No, I think it's funny when she wins and then like she celebrates by just like pummeling this giant boulder. Like, yeah,
That
wait,
part was
pummeling.
freaking hilarious. Like
Wait.
she all of a sudden starts breaking the rocks. Like, why is she Chris Redfield?
Are
all
we,
of a
are
sudden?
we not going to talk about her glistening for the first time? Like in the
I
sun?
was jealous. I want to sparkle in the sun.
She's sparkling. I mean,
To be fair, that's not the first time she was glistening in this.
That's
series,
true.
but, I mean, they
That's
did have a
true.
honeymoon. They did have a honeymoon.
that is true. Well, she
Ew.
did glisten in the bedroom not too
She
long
got
ago.
spackled with that vampire butter.
It's like coming from a white party at a meeting.
Oh, was this part? So this part was this guy. I don't understand this. Was he? Maybe I was like just.
Is this
fucking-
Sam?
Was this Sam giving what's Jacob like the alpha? Say, hey, you're the alpha.
This is, I think, this is they're basically
just being
the
okay
movie's
with
way
each
of kind of reconciling the
Okay,
events
okay.
from the previous
That's what I
movie.
thought. Okay.
Which I actually appreciated that because we have so many examples of movies not acknowledging previous ones. Wow, this
Yeah.
is really weird that they didn't finish the effect here. She's still fading in. She's still fading into the scene. Why?
Man.
That's the kind of thing you can only catch scrubbing, I think. I don't remember this being a thing in the movie, but
I don't.
they have not finished
No.
rendering her
Yeah.
into the scene.
Mom. Oh, she doesn't communicate, but she just communicates by. Yeah,
I thought
touching.
she's still a baby. I thought she isn't.
No,
it-
she's growing. She's growing-
Age-wise, she is.
She's
Age-wise,
growing
she
really
is.
fast.
Well,
yeah.
it's funny because we talked about the last movie, like, is such a razor thin plot stretched over
Mhm.
2 hours. You could have made it 40 minutes. And in turn, like, this one is like so packed. Like, this
Yeah.
one
Could've-
actually
yeah, this
needs
could've
some
been-
breathing room. This
Yep.
one actually needs an extra 30 minutes or
Yeah,
something.
you
As
actually
a
could have
What's going
taken.
on?
Yeah,
So-
you actually could have taken a lot of the stuff from this movie and put it in the last one, and you could have sort of
Yeah,
justified having
yes.
two movies.
Yes.
or
Yeah.
make it a trilogy.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
No, enough. Enough of this shit. Well, so-
Really take your time with it.
Like
Oh.
The Hobbit.
Was this
Yeah.
the one? Oh God! Was
I
this
already
the-
know exactly where the third one would. It would start right before the big battle. Like that's where the second
yeah,
one
would
would
it
end.
end? Yeah, yeah. It'll end right before
No.
the fight. Was this where she talks about Brazil? Like something about the tribes.
The
in
tribes
Brazil?
there might know something. I'm like, you'll really need to develop this idea for me to buy it. Oh, the
And look-
Brazil tribe.
Look at this
It's like-
head.
I feel like this movie is. It's got a room full of Deus Ex Machinas, and it gets pretty crowded because it's got several
Yeah.
of those just out of nowhere.
Dude,
Oh, we'll
facts.
fix it this way, or oh, well, we might have committed a crime because of the whole immortal children thing. It's like, what the heck's the immortal children thing? Oh, it's a thing
Oh,
we
it's
needed
a thing,
to
yeah,
give it
yeah.
some conflict.
What is so? What's this chick's name again?
This is Irina. She was the lover of Laurent. Who it's still one of those things that I'm like, you all had all of the books in front of you. Why didn't you all put a greater emphasis on Laurent's death like it meant? Because it's done in a way that doesn't make it seem like it was even a big deal, but it's actually kind of a huge deal.
Well, because you had to have their honeymoon last 48 minutes for some reason.
But you really could. But I'm saying you should have done that literally in the second movie when it happened. You actually should have made a big deal out of his death.
They so this is where Bella tries to find her again, and
she basically sees that there's like a newborn, and she's gonna go tell because she's got a bone to pick, you know.
It's curious that Bella didn't tell the Cullens about the encounter, because you would think like Carlisle and they'd be like, well, I mean, granted, they are saying, well, you know, they don't think there's any threat of her telling on them because their families are more or less at peace with one another. But it's the kind of thing you would think, we might need to start making preparations. And also, shouldn't Alice be able to see some of this?
Right?
Shouldn't she know what's happening here?
How many bitches are gonna jump in the sea every time that they see something? They're like, oh no, I better jump in the water.
The water again.
My goodness.
No, Alice is, remember you said it's just they pick and choose when her powers come. But this is where they go to the Volturi, and this is my favorite. This guy
Has anybody read the books that's on the panel?
Afraid not.
Because I was wondering if they did the same thing with her in the books. If
I think Vex did. If Vex is still in the chat, she can tell you. But she read the books, I think. Yeah.
If they pick and choose when Alice's powers come into play. Or is this just
good question.
That's a good question.
This guy holding the book became my favorite character. Like Gord said, he's just so sad and over dramatic, and it's like,
flamboyant. He's the most flamboyant of the Volturi.
I mean, Enzo, you and I both watched the riff tracks. He's the origin of them in those movies, just going, no.
I told you, Vex. Yeah. And then this Arlo is just, oh god, he sees what happened, and she tells him. Oh, does she say she's an immortal child? Does she say that?
Yeah.
The insinuation is like, I think she just says they have a child, and they understand when they hear about this, they're like, oh, she thinks that we've had an immortal child.
Right. And there's baby CGI playing a piano.
And, it's a cool idea that was already explored in Interview with the Vampire, like the idea of a child vampire, like being very impulsive and sloppy and rambunctious and dangerous.
Right. And then here's Alice. So now her powers work.
Yep.
God, she's so fine.
Now that
she looks she's really freaking hot.
She can pull off the pixie haircut very well.
100%. Yep.
She can pull off a
the
lot.
Volturi are coming for us. Jesus. Want to pull on my mozzarella stick? Hey.
I don't think it's supposed to stretch like that.
It depends.
Don't kink shame me.
Was this where he talks about the immortal child? Yeah, this is.
This is the whole thing about the immortal child.
Oh God.
And basically pulling a conflict out of their backsides.
And you find out why.
He looks so bored. He looks like he just is.
He's just like, I'm getting a check and I'm just done with this.
I even think the way they put this, it's so like. Stephenie Meyer is such an amateur writer. For her to, they refer to these as like one tantrum. It's like, don't call it a tantrum. Please don't call it a tantrum. Use a little bit better language than that. It's like just
tantrum.
You could describe it as children obviously are very unruly. They're harder to control, and that's all you really have to say. Don't call it a tantrum.
But it is a tantrum.
I know it is. What I'm saying is like that word is not a good word to use there. It sounds childish too much.
Is this your moist word where some people don't like the word moist? Is your word tantrum?
No. I just think if you're trying to be dramatic, which that's what the intention of the scene is, like, oh, this is something dramatic. This is dangerous.
Yeah.
Calling it a tantrum's not a good word to use in that scenario.
It's a killing spree, something.
When you think temper tantrum, you think cringe.
You think like, yelling
but who are these books written for? It's for teenagers.
Cringy retards.
I think that's the problem with Stephenie Meyer.
Hey, Vex read that, okay.
Not only does
I think Vex would agree that when she was a fan of this series, she was kind of a cringy retard.
My daughter's a cringy retard. She's only 16.
There you go. See? It's
I'm
fine.
just like,
Child.
I hear you about.
She's
what
allowed
those
to
things-
be a retard.
Yep.
Exactly. I'm not saying there's something necessarily wrong
killed
with it.
this-
It's just a fact of being a teenager.
I like how
I
they-
was a cringy retard.
I like how they show the baby getting chucked into the fire. It's like,
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
that was
wow.
hilarious. The way she chucked her in was that was really freaking funny.
aw.
Yeah, but you can't
Poor
go
Max.
back and they're talking about history and this is when he totally spurred out, yo.
Don't worry, Vex. I'm risen with.
We're all
autism,
retarded.
too,
We
so
all have
it's
our
okay.
our nerdy, stupid, cringy shit. We all
Aped
got it.
out. That's a good one.
Hey,
Uh,
speak for yourself. I don't have any nerdy, cringy shit.
You sure about that? or-
And
pretty
that
sure.
statement was met with silence.
Yeah, God.
Silence and silence
you,
and
cannoli.
judgment. Like,
Yeah, fuck you, cannoli. Nobody wants to hear that anyway. Yeah. So this is where they're like, oh yeah, they don't want to fight, but they want to get witnesses to show
Yeah.
that she's not immortal. So this whole fucking thing from here on out is, oh my God.
Can I just say, I don't understand. Like, you have to get a bunch of witnesses. Couldn't you just take the bitch over to the Volturi and just let her touch
No,
his face
they're
and
on
be
their
done with it?
territory, and they're afraid. They're probably afraid that they'll kill her.
well, here's the thing though. This is an unknown they're dealing with, so
Right.
they don't understand that they're under the impression, okay, they turned a child, which is not
Okay.
allowed. They don't understand the idea even that, oh, Bella gave birth, was literally impregnated by one of us. This is supposed to be impossible. So they're doing this like they would normally, how they would handle this kind of circumstance. So it's basically, I guess the idea is I don't even know what, the witness saying, it's I sort of get it and I sort of don't. It's what are you all
Yeah.
trying to
It's a
bear
lot of
witness
work.
to? That they didn't turn her, they're just raising a human child, I guess. But
It's like witnessing the miracle birth or whatever.
We have a super chat from Boosh, $2. Play the song. I think we all know what he's referring to.
I don't.
Well, you're gonna find out.
I'm retarded.
I was hoping for an updated version.
There you go, Boosh. Thank you.
I'm not sure how to feel about that clip.
Well, we're all a little retarded. It's okay.
well, in love, obviously.
Yeah, exactly. You can never retard.
What do you mean you don't know how to feel about that clip?
Yeah, see? Tell her, Whitey. Tell her.
Yeah, look at my face and tell me.
Wait. Hold on. Whitey, hold on.
Somehow it looks better. Somehow it looks better.
Well, it fits.
It's natural.
It's the
Yeah.
Tennessee thing. It's the Tennessee thing. That's what it is.
Somehow it's actually better than Renesmee's face. It's a better effect.
It really
Oh,
is.
God. Oh yeah, this is the family of the bitch who told on them, right? Yeah.
This is a family of some pretty hot vampire chicks, not gonna lie.
right.
It's wow, that's this whole family. This is the clan I want to join.
Right. Oh yeah. Why is your wife in the car? Oh yeah. So this is where they should tell them what's going on with the this is so fun. Oh, look at these. I'm gonna do things to you. Never mind. I'm not gonna.
Dude,
I'm not gonna
Jacob
go there.
is
I'm not going there. I'm not
like,
going there.
She's a child.
But
Yeah.
Jacob is like
Yeah.
a third wheel, a creepy third wheel. The whole entire everywhere.
He's like that creepy uncle at Thanksgiving.
That's because his
Yes.
future wife is in the car. Duh.
Creepy
By the way,
uncle at
a nice
Thanksgiving.
a nice attention to detail thing would have been if when they drove in the car with Jacob, they kept the windows down because he stinks. They should have done that. I think that would have been good.
Yeah,
I
you
think they should have done that.
smell. There you go. Yeah, this is a crime. So they start doing this little mini fighting thing, and Bella starts.
Well, this is the family of the woman who was
Yeah.
killed in that flashback. Like this happened in their family.
Yeah, and then of course Renesmee comes out with her fucking weird head and touches her. See, this is how she communicates. She couldn't just talk.
This is how she communicates. It's like
Yet she talks
you mean
later.
other than talk? No, she's already spoken in this
Yes,
movie.
know.
yes.
She's
I know.
already spoken at this point. It's like, what do you mean this is how she communicates?
Look at
Oh
your
my
head.
god. Oh
Look
my
at the
god.
head. What is happening, dude? Oh my! It looks like one of those American Girl dolls. That's what she looks like. Oh my god, that is creepy.
Looks like the doll from Valley of the Doll, which is a horror
no,
movie.
Bush.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure it's
no.
Valley
Yep,
of the Doll.
he's gonna get
Wow.
you tonight.
Oh no,
Dolly
Bush.
Dearest. That's another good one.
$2 from Bush. I have relationships with.
With women.
With
Sex with
retards.
retards.
God damn it, Bush.
I'm retarded?
Sorry, I'm thinking balls.
Retard!
Dude, you know what I'm realizing? That blonde girl, the cute blonde one, she was in The Descent and Kill List, which I
Really?
love, but yeah, Vex didn't
Good
like it.
catch.
I was wondering, no, it's not the catch. It's like, where do I know this woman from? It's bothering
No,
me.
yeah, no, I would have never. Yeah. Oh,
I
this
had to
is
look
where-
it up.
You're
Yeah,
talking
so
about the electric chick?
No, the other one, the cuter one.
okay.
Oh,
The
look,
other
Nadia,
sister.
they're with your people, trying to recruit your.
It's
people.
the Avatar. Rami
Yeah.
Malek is literally the Avatar.
Yeah,
he
he's-
can bend the elements.
The
Also,
elements.
Are
his
these guy
little
people?
Well, aren't these people? Isn't this like fucking Saudi Arabia or some shit they're in?
yeah,
I don't know.
India
You
or
know, their
somewhere.
traveling skills are just
Wrong
amazing.
brown. If it's
Right.
India, wrong brown. Wrong
No.
brown.
I wish
No,
they were
they can
just.
run on water.
No, that's not India.
I do wish there were some scenes like between every location cut of them like on a plane just sitting there, flying, in coach or whatever. Especially later with the Volturi, like all of them, like the 20, 30 people, like they're all on a plane,
Here we go again. Here we go again with this fucking kid. Oh, this is the scariest shit I've ever seen.
This
Yeah, not
fucking
just-
kid.
Not just Remy Malek, but also his little girlfriend. She was in Westworld and a bunch of
Yes.
stuff,
Yes,
I'm like
yes.
rewatching these and realizing like, oh, there's a lot of like up and
Look at
comers in
this.
these.
Mm-hmm.
He's in Until Dawn, the game I'm
There you go.
playing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
And Rami Malek is literally the best live action Avatar we've ever had.
Yes.
Like, legitimately, he is the best one.
Oh, this
In
is
this
where the
movie, you mean?
Amazon.
I see.
This is where the Amazon chicks come in all out of nowhere. There we go.
This chick looks like Tyra Banks if
Yeah.
she had
Yes.
no fat on her whatsoever.
Would.
100%.
And a really horrible wig.
Wig.
Where
It
are
looks
those
like an old
ones in the
Cher wig
Where
or
are those
something, and then
ones
you
in
got
the chat,
fucking
boys?
M. Night Shyamalan over here.
I don't know,
What's
he's kinda handsome. Kinda.
Really
his
Malek-
eyes are buggier than Esmezra's or whatever.
It's
I could dig it. I could dig it.
Oh,
goodness,
girl.
Jesus
What-
Christ.
Maybe 1 or 2 drinks in.
One or two, maybe five.
You'd wear his
Nah, it'd
contacts.
take about 2.
Wait. Can we, this is the funniest part. One of the funniest parts. of
Yeah,
the
they
movie.
just watch this. They just let this guy get
This
killed.
guy-
like,
yeah.
no biggie.
Yeah, he's just this poor guy just
He's
walking by singing
he's
the
some
Beatles.
fruit with a guitar, and he's
And he just
English.
gets-
Let him die.
It's kind of like when you have a friend who smokes cigarettes and you just kind of like,
just
let
accept
him, whatever. It's the same
What the
thing.
fuck?
Oh,
What'd you do? What did you do, Sassy? You broke it. She's like, I don't know.
Oh, jeez.
What is going on?
We
Why
got
are we
it.
at the bottom?
We're bottoms now, Nadia.
What
I
the fuck
guess.
happened? What did you do?
so there's a layout button.
We should be on top. We should be on top.
That's
Yeah,
what
we're
she
covering
did.
up the precious subtitles of all
I
the
know.
important
Yeah.
dialogue.
God damn it! I'm fixing it. Hold on. I don't know.
The
why.
funny thing is, like when the rock guy kind of comes on, well, the American guy who kills him comes on screen. You're like, oh, okay, this guy could end up being kind of cool. He's very one note. All he talks about is I've been in the war and I've been
Yeah.
in this war. He is
Yeah.
extremely one. It's like, do you have another mode at all, or is this just all you are?
This
It's
is
just,
all.
"Haha,
Yeah, they're
I
just watching.
fight the
Look,
Britons."
Emmett's smiling while he's eating this guy.
And grunting.
Yeah. And there she goes. She touches this guy. Oh yeah.
He's got like Lestat, Queen of the Damned vibes,
He does.
the rocker dude.
Yes, he does. The
They
Jacob's
must
like,
not be worried about COVID. Having this kid touch everybody's face.
Oh yeah, and then they realize like April and what's his name are gone, or Eric, whatever the fuck her name is. They're just gone. Alice
and
whatever.
Jasper.
Alice and Jasper are gone. They just
Does
well,
this dude age at all? I feel like he looks the same
I was
now.
Yeah,
gonna
Rami
say
Malek
that.
has
He
looked
never
exactly
ages.
the same for
it's
a
the brown,
really
it's the
long
brown
time.
skin. It's the brown skin. It's
Man, I'm lucky.
Vampire
we're
on
on
set.
Quickly.
You're gonna be okay. Oh God, 18. They have 18 vampires living. Oh, this fucking guy. This guy shows up.
How many came? 18. That's what the theater manager says as the women are walking out.
Edward or Jacob, huh?
This guy, I really thought they were gonna do something with his character, but
Nope.
he's just like, "I'll be in the attic," and then he leaves.
He
like,
flies
bro.
up to the roof and he's like, "Yeah, he's like, I'm not gonna fight the Volturi, but I am gonna hang out in your attic and raid your fridge."
Sort
Sorry.
of jerk off. Cool.
Rachel brings up a good point, but I wonder how many boys during this era were named Edward Jacob.
Oh,
Ew.
none
Probably
were Renesmee, that's for sure.
Definitely a lot
I
with named
think-
Bella. There were definitely a lot of Bellas.
Why
Oh,
do you-
yeah.
A lot of fellas.
She blend
Ella is actually the number one like dog's name utilized.
That makes sense.
Enzo.
Sense.
Enzo's a really popular dog name too because of that Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance book.
I think if the baby was a boy, I would have named it Jedward.
Jedward.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I like that, but so this is where the Amazon Tyra Banks she can make you see things that really aren't there.
She can make you hallucinate. She's
Hallucinate,
basically
yeah.
a walking drug trip, which for real, pretty cool power.
Pretty awesome power.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty good.
Let me just point this out, and we'll see it again later. But like every one of these people that start coming out of the woodwork are basically like a comic book, like 70s comic book characters.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like you got the giant Indian. You know, you got I am from Amazon, so I will always dress from the Amazon or whatever. You know, like this is such a
Yeah.
I don't know. That's
Stereotypical. Yeah.
It's kind of like Dr. Sleep. Like this, it has X-Men vibes. Like it feels like an X-Men movie. Like you got a bunch of mutants assembling, you know.
This is where she learns, this is where she learns about being a shield out of nowhere. She's
It's kind of it's like kind of what your lips would be if they shut. They would protect your teeth.
But, like she could portray her because remember she can't really be injured or these people can't affect her because she's a shield.
Yeah, she's unaffected by vampire powers, which
Right.
the one thing I liked about this movie is they explored that concept a bit.
Right.
And I like the idea of it being something you can develop and that I was like, that's one of the things I think they utilize really well. Like this to me is kind of the anti-Eclipse in that there are similar to that movie. There's a lot of good ideas, but unlike Eclipse, this one actually fleshes some of them out and makes them kind of interesting. I was like, wow, if only you all had started with a movie of this quality, you might have had a good movie by the end of the franchise because this actually starts to kind of creep close to that line.
Yeah, then this is
Yeah, Harry Potter Deathly Hallows Part 2 was better.
Well, sure, obviously it is.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not
Is
even
this-
up for dispute. Literally every Harry Potter movie is better than this. And
These-
I'm just like, this is
yeah.
the closest they get to a good movie, is what I'm
these are
saying.
Russian or German fucking vampires. Is
Oh gosh, the Germans are
German
freaking away.
and the wolves start chasing them. Yeah, there we go.
These are Germans. Yeah. Rammsteins.
Germans.
9.
it's good that they at least got like one Down syndrome character in this movie.
Yeah, and the wolves.
It makes me feel so much better about myself.
Du hast mich,
Yeah.
Mr. Werewolf.
Carla, you weren't invited. It doesn't matter.
You chased us down with a
What
map.
about your fight with the Volturi?
We've come anyway. Oh,
I'm
What
too
about your
sexy
fight
for
with
my
the
shirt,
Volturi?
yeah.
these guys definitely stoop each other. It's-
Every time I suck the blood, I'm coming. At home, I'm coming. In the forest, I'm coming.
I'm coming everywhere.
Honestly, you could do a spin-off movie about these two.
Yes,
I would watch that in a
Yes.
heartbeat. No
oh
joke.
my God, yes.
German vampire Twilight movie, please.
Oh God.
I was just sending my heart to you. That's all.
Why does he need? I like how Emmett's like, why does he need? They've been talking about witnesses and gathering, and now he's asking, why do we need that? Like, bro, Emmett, just sit there.
This actually is the best state of mind for Emmett to remain in, just a perpetual state of
shut up.
confusion because he's such an idiot.
Yeah.
Why does he need witnesses?
Dude, do we need some tunes for this gathering?
Wait. Who's the blonde?
Which
I-
one?
Which?
This
on
guy?
the left.
The
Yeah,
German guy?
yeah.
The Germans.
Germans.
It's the Germans.
No. I think that's. Hold on.
Oh,
No,
the
I
act-
mean,
Oh, you're talking about the actor.
he's
Oh.
actually
Wait,
from a
um,
band.
Hey,
not-
kid.
it's
Nadia
not-
was asking who the blonde guy is in
How does
Twilight
she know?
because she knew who
Let me
he
see.
was. He's from
He's
Shameless.
He's from Shameless.
Yeah, that's where I'm
Thank
seeing
you.
it. Okay, yeah, Mickey,
Yeah, Gord. Why
okay.
didn't you know that?
I was wondering
God.
about
He's-
that.
he's
I haven't
from-
watched. I don't know which. I haven't watched Shameless.
Yeah.
He's
I-
from
yeah.
Syndrome of a
You should be
Down. What are you
ashamed of
talking
yourself.
about?
You're welcome. You may
I'm just
continue.
kidding. I don't know what's
If
going
I
on.
seen shameless,
I'm
dog.
just for the sake of my family. Oh, the speech that he gives. Oh my God. For the sake of my family.
But
fight
also
with
for
us.
yours.
I will do it.
I love how she's just half naked the whole movie. God bless
Look
her.
at her, look at her eyes.
In the
They're
winter.
creepy.
In
dude.
Brazil, it's like you'd think the climate would actually. I mean, but I guess temperature doesn't affect.
Hold
them.
on, is Tyra Banks, the Amazon lady, making the German remember 19th? Never mind.
Yeah.
A certain.
She kind of looks like Uma Thurman if she were black.
Right. She got those crazy bangs.
Yeah.
Well, thank goodness she wasn't no character was from Egypt, or else they'd be having like the whole King Tut headdress and stuff like that, just to represent them.
Whitey, that's not how modern Egyptians dress.
No. Neither is that from Amazon.
Right.
I mean, it might be a little closer though in some areas, but still, no, you're not wrong. But
oh god, this is so. Oh yeah, so this is where they chase somebody down. I don't even know where the hell they are. Oh,
they just find this random Japanese guy. It's like they probably should have had a scene of them trying to convince him to
Japanese vampire
be a witness, but yeah.
Where's
he drinks his blood through chopsticks. So
and then this guy's power, Jesus, this guy's power, like he takes your breath. Like what the fuck is this guy's power?
I don't know. It's just like black smoke comes out of his hands. Dude. I guess it's supposed to blind you or something. I have no idea.
You know what I just put together? I brought up X-Men 3X, The Last Stand. That is the kid from X3, the super mutant. Yeah,
no, it is. You're right.
You're
100% right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they figure out this guy's lying, that he was supposed to meet up with Carlisle, and then
he didn't exactly lie. He said he didn't. He said I'm not going to help him. I never did it, and he goes, and he says he knows, but at the same time, it's like, but you were in communication with him, and like that's enough. They're just killing to kill because evil.
Too bad we all don't have.
Still an hour left of this fucking.
Listen.
You got the dude from I served in. I was in England, and he's like every. Okay, they're rushing through this so damn fast, and he's like every time he says anything, he goes, oh, "That reminds me of that time I served under King Arthur."
I am at least glad. Like no joke, I was waiting for him to say something like. Because she's got the electricity thing. He's like, "Oh, there's a spark between us." I was like,
"Yeah."
And this glad they didn't go there, but
so like,
Emmett would have laughed.
I would have laughed. I definitely would have laughed. But I was like, "Oh, you're caring about your dialogue a little bit."
Yeah, so
they're gonna like this. It's been over like 2 hours just setting up characters.
Well, what's crazy is the last week we were struggling to find more to talk about.
Anything to talk about.
So
65 minutes in. Yeah,
this is like the exact opposite. This is actually pretty dense.
Oh, there's a lot more
going on.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. So this is where so she's gonna force Bella to use her shield for Edward, and it's like
you could do so many fart memes with these moments,
and it works. She finally does it, of course, because you knew that was going to happen. And
on the third try too. I mean, just so happens it's on the third try.
It's painful but bearable. That's what
he's describing their marriage.
Yeah,
that was the first. That was the honeymoon night. That's what she was saying. It's painful but bearable.
I thought it was going to hurt more. She says to him.
Oh god! Then she starts reading her stupid. Oh, this is where the baby's normal finally. Like it's just like out of nowhere the baby's normal. The kid, it's the kid.
She's finally developed into a non-special.
And you can tell immediately. It's like, oh, thank God.
But how much time has passed in the first hour of this movie up to now? It's been a few weeks, a few months, a few days.
No idea.
Yeah, I honestly,
you get the sense that they said something about at the beginning, like they'll approach when the snow is sticking. So. It's probably done over the course of like 2 or 3 months. That's my guess.
Oh, that's the other atrocious thing about this movie is it's a Christmas film.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, they're going to use the ice bridge from Russia to Alaska. They're just waiting for it.
Yeah, I do. Oh, this is so. I remember how to Andrew. I do it better. Oh my God! Just kill me, please. It's fucking dialogue.
That's the other reason why I wish I saw this in theaters, because there would have been moments like that where like you got these stupid girls in the audience like, woo!
Oh my God, I bet you can.
I bet you there was hooting and hollering in the movie theater. I bet.
Yeah. Here's the thing though. The part of the reason this movie kind of works is because there's hardly any of this lovey-dovey stuff. It's really It's one scene early on, this scene here, and then at the end, and that's pretty much it. Everything else is just actual story and actual stakes and stuff
And
like
that's,
that.
that's what I talked about in the last movie. Was like that was the end of the love triangle. So none of that is in this movie, and also none of the high school friends are in this film either.
No.
Yeah.
And
but there is a phrase that comes over to this movie is, I just feel like this is all my fault. That phrase has been used 30 times in every movie. So we only got
the one thing that they're kind of glossing over is there's probably a lot of people dying while these people are staying with them.
Bro,
yeah.
You know they're hunting. It's because they're not all vegans. They're not all vegans.
So as Edward goes to draw a bath for Bella, she figures out the clue left by what's her name? It's
Alice.
Alice, sorry, I keep forgetting. Alice.
What's also pretentious, you got the Merchant of Venice, but also before that, like, wasn't she what was she reading to her daughter in bed? Like T.S. Eliot?
T.S. Eliot, yeah. Yeah. It's like, come on.
It's so pretentious.
Child, T.S. Eliot.
So intellectual. Yeah, so this is where she's like,
I don't even think Bella understands T.S. Eliot.
Right. This is where she's like, Ariel only wanted me to know because Arlo could read thoughts, and it's like, oh God, dude, what? So
no, honestly, that's okay.
That's okay.
It's half clever, half stupid, because it's clever in the sense that that's an actual good idea, but it's dumb in the sense that you acted that Bella in any way, shape, or form can be believed to have understood that message. Bella has not been built up to be intelligent.
No, I know he would have left it in a Dr. Seuss book. Bella, would you put you in a tree, you dumb bitch?
This is where they're making fun of the Dracula people, and it's like, oh, they have a nice laugh. He's such a homo. He's so gay.
And this is where we're gonna just, hey Charlie, nice seeing you. Here's your granddaughter. She's 10 times. She's like, aged 10 years all of a sudden.
Yeah, you've grown at least 6 inches, but he's getting some finally. He's getting some of that.
He's getting some of that native
tribal stuff.
Got somebody to bring him his beard now for his mustache.
His Rainier beard. Here's your Rainier beard.
Here's your Rainier.
But
what is she asking for when she does the rain dance?
You don't want to know. You don't want to know.
She just drops her daughter off like
I have errands to run.
Charlie's basically a free babysitter now.
I have errands to run. What's up, Bloss?
Oh, yeah.
Imagine
I'll always be your homo.
He woke up for this. I hope you don't have a tummy ache. I miss you, Nos.
Bless your tummy.
Imagine like a Renesmee stays the night with her grandpa, and then like she ages a year.
Yeah, he wakes up.
He's like, "What?
20 years old. What?
Grandpa, will you read T.S. Eliot to me?"
So this is a person that I don't even.
They just pull this black guy out of nowhere. It's like, I've got some fake IDs for you. It's like,
you guys have seen Hackers, right? He's playing like the exact character, like the same.
So what was this? Like he's been helping them behind the scenes with certain things.
Wait, is he the only black character in the movie again?
Yeah.
Well, no, you got the. I mean,
you had
characters. They've killed most. They've killed a lot of them, but
so
I gotta have one.
He's the Tyler Perry type character. He's gonna give them the fake passports and start a new life.
Yeah.
Black characters are like Highlander. There can be only one.
But if you look carefully, his name is now Tyler Wolf. It's so bad.
Oh my god. Oh.
Well, wait a minute. Don't we know somebody with
Jacob
that name?
Wolf. Jacob Wolf.
I was like, we know somebody named Tyler Wolf.
Jacob. Yeah. So then she realizes it's only her, Jacob and Renesmee, that they're the only ones going anywhere, just to protect them. It's like that's creepy.
Oh, I wish the passport photo had been like a CGI shot. That'd been great.
You know what? Boosh bringing up that she does look a lot hotter. I think it's also the voluminous hair. The hair has got the volume this time. It's not like flat and
the wig is better this round.
I just think she got some nice the blow dryer.
They glammed her up.
She took a shower for once.
And she got a Brazilian blowout or something.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
That is scary. Oh yeah, she's up
better wig.
Now she's upset that they're she knows what's gonna happen. Like she's not gonna see her daughter and Jacob again, so she's it's so sad.
Fat stacks of
and then this
cash.
fucking guy again comes out of nowhere. I'm just like, you ready? Shut up. That was annoying.
Yeah, it's like I kind of thought, I was like, all right, you clearly put some effort into designing his look, but he's a nothing burger. It's like you didn't do really anything with him.
No, so stupid.
Foreshadowing to Kristen Stewart what she would become, the Big Scissors.
Ew, clam fucking. Anyway,
he almost believed in her.
Yeah. Clam digger. Just kidding. That's disgusting, Gord. God. Yeah, this is Christmas at Charlie's house. And like, well, the snow is sticking, but we have today. This fucking dialogue makes me want to kill myself. Oh yeah, like the two lovers. Oh, gay.
It's like, please keep them apart from each other.
It's so weird.
Please don't call them lovers on this cannoli. Please.
That's what they're going for in the movie, and it's horrible.
I'm sorry. Oh, so
I
they sent
disassociate myself from this stream. I do not believe in this.
Listen, we're taking a hiatus anyway.
We don't believe in it.
Yeah.
We're very anti.
I'm
Very anti. Renesmee.
Renesmee. Yeah,
That's
so
what we should call their couple. Renesmee.
They sent Charlie on this extravagant fishing trip that he loves to get him out of town. So yeah, there's the Rainier beer. I love this guy and his fucking beers, man. These guys are the best.
Yeah. 2 years later, he turned into Longmire.
I'm just glad he was safe. That's all. I was like, you know what? We're keeping Charlie safe.
Yeah, if they had took out Charlie, I just don't know if we could have.
Nope. I would have called in sick.
I just like all these demonic creatures of hell just participating in Christmas like a charade.
And then here's where they have their heart-to-hearts with all the this big fire out before.
I was in the Civil War.
I was this close to biting Custer. It's like
nobody does rebellion like the Irish.
But you lost.
Yeah. I know. Well, what a rebellion it was. So creepy. Oh, there we go. These fucking guys, bro. Look, he's like,
yeah. It's like you kind of feel like they're starting. Like it's weird. They bring these two guys in, and it kind of actually does feel like there's something that's going to become of these two characters because they came out of nowhere to be a part of this. They're very clearly distinct from the other ones and have a very obvious grudge, but they just kind of are here and then they're gone, and that's kind of that.
They had to cut out their sex scene. I'm sorry.
So this is where he like says he's sorry to Carlisle because he's put and you know, and Carlisle's like, you found your mate, and then here's him going, oh, this bitch. This bitch put me through. No, and then he's like, I never thanked you for this life and all this, and I was like,
okay. It's been 100 years of you being a big mopey bitch, but okay.
Yeah. Oh, look, how cute. Oh, the lovely couple. Oh, tomorrow I'm going to need you to stay with Jacob. Stop talking about Jacob.
This is a bad idea.
Stop. I don't like it. It's so creepy. Oh, that he has to take you somewhere. I'm just like, no. Why? Why is this happening? Please. Oh, it's
so like movie. I know what you're going for. That's why it needs to stop.
Oh look, here we go. Here we go. The bat, dude. By the way, this green screen is so bad.
Yeah,
behind them it is
now,
so
bad. It's amazing.
This is like where they did the baseball, right? This is the same.
Yeah. That's what it looks like. Yeah.
So when they set up the baseball game, and you don't realize this is where the epic final showdown is going to take place.
What does he say?
Oh, they should have brought baseball bats. That would have been awesome.
What does he say here? Like, I'll follow you anywhere to her or something?
Yeah, and I'm like, okay.
Okay.
I mean, I get it. They've done some legwork to make sure we know they're a couple, and I'm like, okay, it's fine, but let's not pretend it's a relationship we really
I'll follow you farther than I followed all the kings during the Crusades because I was in those.
Oh, this is so funny. Yeah, this is. You look at these guys; they're so happy they get to try to kill these Voltaire. Look at their faces. This is better than what happened in the camps.
It looks like a really depressing looking Draco Malfoy.
Right? That's so bad.
Like, oh, you're so funny. You're so Auschwitty.
Wait till my father hears about this.
I'm saying, imagine these guys like all waiting in like at an airport, y'all getting on various connecting flights to get to Oregon, Washington, or whatever.
And then
they still take their hoods off in unison. I love it. It's like their thing.
And then this chick's like, "Oh, I made a mistake. I'm sorry. I'll own it."
They didn't give me a hood. I'm sorry.
Excuse me.
We've got the wolves on our side.
Everybody's gathering for the battle. Everyone. And he's like, they basically try to like. Carlisle's doing his thing. He's trying to calm everything down,
and why were they talking like 100 feet apart?
I know they can hear each other because they're like, why are they so far apart?
They don't need to be in this. Well, I wouldn't be good in this battle.
So she's like, I want to see the child or whatever.
Yeah, It does make sense that they're vampires, but that is a trope where like they're having like discussions like this at this volume, but they're like across the field from each other and everyone can hear each other.
Yeah, so
I mean, really and truly, what's kind of it's a lot of even great movies kind of get away with this at times. Like if you go back and watch like the beginning of Return of the King, the extended edition, when Theoden is talking to Grimm and he's like, Grima, come down, be free of him. He's talking really quiet despite the fact that he's like hundreds of feet up. But I'm like,
never make it. I'd never make it.
Jacob, so basically Edward goes, Jacob's there to protect her. Oh God, protect her, and then
I don't get why it's like, why is Emmett coming?
Because he's so strong. That's why.
I get sure.
Bella. Here we go. Bella.
I want to see how a conversation would go.
Canoli, play it.
This is where the funniest part of all the movies happens.
He looks at Renesmee, and then we get this bullshit.
Damn it.
Why?
Why is he doing that?
I want to see the alternate laughs that they tried, because he did 100 different laughs,
Yeah.
That takes you right out of the movie.
They end up with that. It's like
because and the thing is, he's already like, okay, I would get the justification for a weird reaction if this was the first time he had seen her.
Right.
But he's seen her already and acknowledged her.
But here's the thing about the laugh is like it's ridiculous and hilarious, but it is on brand. It's totally how I imagined that character would laugh. Again, I don't mind. Like, I mean, great, the laugh, regardless, is really funny and really ridiculous. But there would at least be some justification for it happening if this was the first time he had seen her. But he's already seen and acknowledged her, so it's like, why is he reacting at all?
Oh, you talking fucking Roman? Yeah, he's like the buzzing of flies to him.
You're like the buzzing of flies to him.
Yeah,
I love that.
They didn't even try to hide the context in this movie from
No, it's obvious.
Peter McNichol is Migosh, yeah.
Yeah, and then so she touches him, and then like basically like realizes that she's not, they realize that she's not who they think she is, and it's just a lot of back and forth, and of course they kill the sister here.
Yeah, because she gave them bad information, and they all had to spend money on these connecting flights and sit in coach. They all had to book the Holiday Inn nearby because they're all staying there.
Nah, they get their own private jets at this point.
I'm kidding.
I love that Dakota Fanning is the most accomplished young actor in probably this entire thing, and her whole stage direction during these movies is stand there and think pain.
Yeah,
she only has one line in this whole movie, and it's the word pain.
Jesus,
what? I'm sorry.
What the hell?
Sperm burping poo pusher.
Sperm burping poo pusher.
What's a poo pusher?
Just think about it.
You push poo. But what's also funny about Dakota Fanning and also X-Men 3 Boy. They both have like both are examples of like cute kid, weird looking adult.
Weird adult. Yep.
Yeah,
like
it's her less so. I mean, her less. I don't think she's particularly weird looking. At least not here. I mean, the other kid's very weird looking.
They both have this extra. I don't know. The bottom parts of their faces have built out bigger than I would have liked them to. I can't explain.
I know what you mean.
I honestly wonder if maybe if you watch a kid grow up on screen, you almost start to think that it's like aging special effects have caused them to be older. It's like, no, you're supposed to be like 5 forever. What are you doing? Look, surely Temple didn't become an adult. What are you talking about?
She's shielding people while I was going to say something.
Again, fart noises would make that really funny.
Do you guys know that Phil Tippett was involved in the wolves of these movies?
Was he really?
Yeah, it's insane.
Wow. Oh, look, she's like, damn, bitch, look what I can do. Oh, this fucking guy's killed me now, please.
This guy gives me.
I mean, Phil Tippett has worked on some goofy stuff before,
right.
So I mean.
But the finally guy, he reminds me of what was it? The subspecies movies. What was that guy? That vampire's name? Bloodstone, whatever.
Yeah.
Subspecies. Oh man, those were some wild ones.
By the way, there's this other vampire with the Volturi that has really not been a character at all, but they keep playing this guy up like he's this like really great like warrior of theirs, and when he dies it's supposed to mean something, and I'm like, you all haven't told me anything about him. Why does this matter to me?
Yeah,
like I get what you're going for, but I don't care.
Yeah, so they're like, you think he's gonna try, like, obviously he's gonna choose to fight, but like they're trying to play. Oh gosh,
the whole premise of what they want is he basically wants it, like anytime they like somebody is born with a unique and useful power, he wants to bring them into the Volturi. Alice is that person. You know, he's shown interest also in Edward, but Alice is who he mostly.
Oh, dude, he gets so excited now.
in.
Oh, Alice!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. God, thank you. Yeah. Don't touch me, you motherfucker. Yeah. So this is where she shows him this is your future.
Yeah, this is pretty much where. I mean, if you know what happens after the battle, where it kind of pulls the rug out from under itself, it's like this is kind of where you realize, okay, this is where the movie goes into what we find out here in a second is actually a vision, not reality. Where yeah, she basically is showing him because she reads his mind basically while showing him, you know, like that she isn't that the baby is not Renesmee's not a danger. She's not going to expose them.
Right.
So there's no reason to fight. And then she's like, you don't care what the evidence is. You're going to fight.
You're going to do it anyway. And then she shows him what's going to happen. But yeah, this is where Carlisle's head gets ripped off.
This is where I almost shit myself.
Yeah, everybody's like, oh my God, Carlisle. And then they start doing, then the battle starts.
This is the best part of this movie.
It is. It's actually really cool. It's actually a pretty cool fight scene. I mean, there's a lot of nonsense in this.
I find it cringe, but yeah, it is.
No, I mean, there's a good mix of cringe in this, but it's actually it's pretty entertaining.
I just like to think that the two hot blonde sisters are like, hey, our sister got killed. You guys told us not to do anything, but Carlisle dies, and we all gotta go. Okay, I see how it is.
Yeah, this was pretty funny.
Well, I mean, the difference there is she committed a crime that is easy enough to acknowledge, so there's reason to kill her. Whereas him killing Carlisle, it's like there was no reason for that.
I love how being mistaken is a capital punishment with the Volturi.
Look at this. There's a lot of ass kicking here and a lot of heads getting ripped off.
It's mostly just head snapping. Like the first time you see someone get their head snapped off, you're like, that's weird.
You know how many times Emmett probably said, give me head, and then...
Look at this. Oh, this poor wolf died. Oh.
Now, which wolf character is this? I don't even know.
I know. That was a hard thing. Like, I think it's not the leader, but it's I don't know if it's Seth. I don't think it's him. I think it's the brother, maybe.
And the white wolf
maybe the brother is Seth. I don't know their name.
The white wolf is that foxy Native American chick, right?
Leah, right?
Right.
Leah.
Leah's her. Yeah, because the actual actress is not in the movie, and neither is her brother. Nope. I'm guessing that's her brother.
And then Jacob cries while being chased by a vampire.
Well, no, they howl, and he's.
Yeah.
I thought it was weird. Number one, it's like you're having a vision, and why is Alice's vision show us what happens with Renesmee and Jacob? That makes no sense whatsoever.
Then Rami Malek's like, how much am I getting for this role again? Like, what am I
please tell me I'm moving on to better things.
Yeah, I'm going to play Freddie Mercury.
Mr. E in the chat said, yeah, they should have dog collars with their names on them. That would actually make
would actually help in this movie, yeah. Yeah, so he's moving the elements and the ground's breaking out. Like like Gord said, it's ridiculous.
We get a Wilhelm screen.
Yeah, that's
right.
right.
This so happens to affect only like 99% of the bad vampires.
Yeah.
It's a giant fucking earthquake. What do you think is going to happen?
Yep.
I don't know. We only see about 4 people get killed by it. At least that I was able to identify. One's a wolf. One is with the Cullens. And one's with the Volturi. It kind of seems like it gets one of everybody.
Oh, look at this.
But is Rami Malek's vampire like clearly the most powerful out of all of them?
He's the Avatar. He has to be.
He's a pyromancer. He can do earthquakes. You know.
He can literally burn. He can literally bend earth, water, air, earth, water, air, and fire. He is totally the Avatar.
One of the sisters is electrifying. Is this where they hold the?
Yeah.
Which is the one where they hold it for the wolf to come bite the head off, isn't
that? That's Dakota.
Oh, dude, I laughed out loud at this. This finally.
You find out he's been living a lie. He's hated his life this whole time. You know?
Finally.
No, like I said, I was on the treadmill when that happened. And I almost fell off. I was laughing so hard. I love that part. It's so good.
It's a nice little long shot of the CGI battle.
It's also the actors finally like, I'm free of this goddamn series.
This movie's over.
I don't need to be in these movies
My contract
anymore.
has been finished.
I think we all message each other in chat and just said finally.
This is where they rip Arlo's head off and then light him on fire. She lights him on fire.
It's not Arlo, it's Aro. Arlo's the
What
guy.
did I say? Aro. I can't.
Arlo's from Justified.
Yeah, that's right. And then as soon as the fire lights, once the fire's done, they go right back to like the vision coming back, like it was just all. I'm like, what? Like, oh,
it was all a vision. It's like the worst example of that.
The image just laughing to himself, saying,
Like, I'm willing. Here's the funny thing. So if you look at like how like audiences rated these various Twilight movies, this one's rated lower than it probably should be. But I get it because I think most of them were really pissed off that this was just a vision.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, granted, this is the highest rated of them, I'm pretty sure, all the same, but it's like it's not even a 6 out of 10.
Actually,
go by audience standards. Audiences usually are
somebody
way more
up.
forgiving.
I want to say the Eclipse one had the highest critic score.
It might have. I mean, it might have, but I mean, as far as like audience score,
yeah, this one,
on IMDb, Eclipse is like 5.1, which is a little higher than New Moon, a little higher than Breaking Dawn 1. New Moon's actually, I'm pretty sure, the lowest rated, but this and Twilight are the highest rated, which that's correct. They're the two best movies.
So she tells him, like, this is your future. Do you sure you want to go through? And then the Brazilian tribe people come and tell him, like, oh, I'm half human, half.
They just
like,
pull
what?
this guy out of the blue. It's like,
where?
It's like, oh yeah, I'm half that. Yeah. Oh, not only did they have answers, they had a living example. It's like,
English.
Our mistake.
Yeah, he speaks English.
My aunt, I turned her. That's kind of weird. And then, how do you feed? Oh, blood, but I can also survive on human food. It's either one.
I eat oatmeal a lot.
Which, by the way, I brought up in the last one that makes sense that someone who's half them would be able to do both. Which then again begs the question: why during her pregnancy was that not sustainable?
Thank you. And then, like, what does he say? Like, I when I was like in 7 years, I stopped growing. So now they know Renesmee is going to stop growing at some point, not age to death.
All this was for is just to make Jacob's relationship seem.
Yeah, it's like he is a massive Deus Ex Machina. He's literally he saves Renesmee and the Cullens by showing that this kind of thing can exist. He can do half and half so nobody can know that he's weird or whatever. And oh, by the way, he's gonna live forever, which means Renesmee is gonna live forever.
Yeah, so
he literally is a massive plot contrivance.
Oh, God. Yeah, so basically Arl's just like that or whatever. Like, nothing's gonna happen now. They're just like us. Let's all go home. But for today, we'll just let this all go.
Although the one guy you can see is just standing there still looking. He's still hoping they're going to kill
me. You can kill me still. It's okay. I won't mind.
Burn me.
Not an act of war if I say yes.
Look, they use their super speed to get out of there.
Here's the thing with it was all a dream. This is like one of the most egregious violators of that. But like, for instance, like I watched like Brain Scan. That was a good time where it was all a dream and it actually was cool. And then we recently watched Ice Pirates. That has another really cool. It was all a dream, or the final.
Well, Wizard of Oz is probably the most famous example of doing it right, because and the thing is, Wizard of Oz does it in a way where it's kind of ambiguous, where it's probably just a dream, but it might not be.
Yeah,
Alice in Wonderland.
All those Alice in Wonderland clones too, like Mirror Mask and
Nos. Highlight Nos's comment.
And then, of course, the Germans don't like that they're getting away. But what a shock!
9.
This is not how it worked in the camps.
How can you do this?
Stop it! Oh God! And they're pissed, and they just take off. Like they were the most useless fucking characters in the whole. Yeah, and then of course now we get all the look, this guy's got 2 women.
How third wheel do they make the cute blonde? It's like you got her sister and the guy are a couple, and they just bring her on. It's like, oh, you're okay too. It's like,
he's like, this reminds me of the time that I was the last samurai.
Yeah, and of course everybody survives and everybody's happy and everything's gay.
I'm pretty sure Maggie Grace's character is still dead though. Like she's like the only casualty basically.
Yeah.
Look, Amazon, freaking what's her name? Who did you say she looked like?
Tyra Banks.
Tyra Banks. Yeah.
Tyra Banks, but A cups.
And then here we go. Here's the most cringe part. Can I call you Dad?
Oh, like no. Jacob. Here's the deal: if you want to be a part of this family, you have to be fixed.
Oh, it's so bad.
That would have actually been a good line if Renesmee had said, "I can fix him," and it meant that. Oh no!
In this part where she has the vision of them on the beach, dude, I want. It's like,
So
why?
Terrible.
And then the CGI here again, just to had it imposed.
Well, she has the vision, and then he reads her mind.
What the?
I thought she was Mormon. I thought this was all had like Mormon tendencies. How is
I know,
this?
that's why I was confused.
Nobody.
Hey, Steph. Look what you got, Greg.
Oh,
Don't you all know how weird Mormons are?
Sorry. Thank you, Steph.
Yeah, but like not like a wolf
Appreciate it.
kid situation weird, I would think, right?
Well,
Or
no,
maybe not.
nobody really would do that.
Play the Twilight clip.
You know what? Yeah, we're gonna play this for you because it's the greatest thing ever. Thank you, Steph. Thank you.
Thank you, Steph.
Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Yeah, this is.
You're echoing.
Who's echoing? Who's got? Stop echoing. I'm not echoing anymore.
Somebody's echoing.
We're in an echo chamber.
God damn it!
Maybe it's me.
Maybe it's
Maybe it's Maybelline.
I said it. I said it.
that's
God damn it.
And I was thinking it.
Oh god, this part here. This is where we get some cringe.
This was so.
She projects her power, like, and so they go through this.
Yeah, how does this work? I love that she only projects highlights from the movies.
Yeah. It's all the past, and they go, and that's what's that stupid song that plays in the background?
1,000
The
years.
Berserker theme. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, look, there's a part right here.
1,000 years by Christina Perry.
1,000 years. It's so bad. It's so bad. Listen, I guess they have to, like, it's just a collage. You know, these movies have to end like this sometimes.
Remember when?
Yeah.
It was, you know what though? It was a nice closing to the Twilight Saga. I thought it was sweet.
Here I am, just like, oh, thank God it's over.
It was sweet. It was also gay.
It was gay and cute at the same time.
Hey, Stupenzo, I like things that are gay.
Me too. I watch Hallmark movies all Christmas. I haven't seen them all.
I know. You told me to watch one.
Hold on.
It was gay.
This is Enzo during Christmas.
Gave them energy. Gave them energy. Gave them energy. Gave them energy.
I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of rocking out to
Right?
it.
I mean, still, it's really funny seeing a 300-pound woman talking about energy.
What's up, Zax?
She definitely bought the skin on Fortnite because
Can I ask
this is the
why,
skin of a killer.
What's up, Nadia?
why is it logical to have a montage of the movie you just watched or the two-parter
All of
that
them.
you just
It's
watched?
all of them. It's all of them.
Yeah,
it was all of them.
Who
But
the
a lot
heck
of movies
claimed
do
that?
Yeah, who knows? Like,
Yeah,
honestly,
well, we had 10 minutes left that we had to fill.
Well, the last line is like, I would say, there'll be no. What the fuck is she saying about nobody will ever love you more? Like, and then he's like,
Nobody has ever loved anybody as much as I've loved you. And he said, well, with one exception. And I'm like, okay, fine.
That's what I
But
said.
I'm just wondering mechanically, how does shield translate to I can push memories into your
Well,
face?
she said, if you were,
How
paying
does that
attention,
work?
I'm still practicing her power. She's practicing.
No, but I'm like, what's the relation between those two
By the way,
things? And how does it apply in a defensive situation? By the way,
that line is what I say to Sassy when she makes me pasta. Nobody's ever loved you as much.
when
as
you
I
say
do.
"make me pasta," is that a euphemism?
Sure, fuck is.
No, he's Italian. I really have to make the fucking pasta. It's exhausting.
Well, she goes in the hole in the desert. No, and this is the ending where it's like the book, the last page of the book too.
I actually think this is one of the cringiest moments of the entire series that you literally
Play
end
the
it with the
clip.
page from the book.
Hold
I thought
on.
that was really stupid.
Yeah, it's like the last line of the book. See. Ugh.
It's like, wow, Stephenie Meyer, did you have creative control over that decision? I bet you did.
Yeah, the problem with these movies is they gave a bunch of hack asshole writers this idea, like, I'm gonna, I don't need to be a great writer to make a shit zillion dollars and get into Hollywood, I could just be the next
I
Stephenie
can work on
Meyer.
that for you, Bloss.
Well, then the next movie in this series is 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, no, I'm not doing
Right.
50 Shades of Grey. Sorry.
No.
These gentlemen informed me.
Whoa,
that
go back. We have to highlight, heavyset Irish vampire. Imagine that is the form you get stuck with for eternity.
God.
They them energy.
And then this whole ending with these stupid.
This really irritated Cannoli.
Yeah, we didn't like this at all.
It's so cheesy.
He was very angry about
This is
this.
like- this is
movie.
They do the credits for all the movies in
Yes,
the credits,
it's
which is
hard.
weird.
Look at this. This looks like a fucking like a soap opera. What is this guy? Who is
Yeah.
this guy?
I mean, it was a soap opera, so I mean,
Kiowa Greene. What the heck?
but
Oh my god, is this true? Did one of the characters really this happened to them?
Well, Rami Malek did.
Kiowa Gordon.
Oh.
Oh, he had your name in there, Gord.
What?
Kiowa Gordon. Yeah.
Yeah, I was informed on the last week's stream. I didn't know this, but Shades of Grey was literally inspired from like fan fiction of Twilight. I did not know that.
It was,
we mentioned
Oh, we've known that forever.
Where
yeah.
have you been? What rock have you been?
I've actually known that since the.
He's been
Victoria
watching
movies
bad
were
80s
coming out.
movies so much.
All right, I'm done.
You know, I only saw the first 50 Shades. I didn't really, I should probably watch this
Never seen them.
series.
Yeah, well, I'm not proud of it, but apparently my kid's seen them all behind my back.
Maybe
No,
we'll
it's not enough.
That's enough.
Are there actually 50 of them?
Yeah.
No, there's only 3.
There's
Yeah,
40.
we know.
Oh,
You shouldn't know this.
There's
false
40.
advertising.
What happened?
You still have to be punished for that.
She's in this family. That's punishment.
The punishment, ironically, is watching the sequels.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's your punishment.
Yeah.
Gord King, I guess you have the trivia for this one.
I do have trivia for this. Compliments of Veximus Electronicus.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Vex, for the trivia on Twilight Breaking Down Part 2.
Would you like
Anyway, so
what Slurpee would you like today?
would you like some corn nuts with your Slurpee?
Go ahead.
Oh my God.
Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 2. Domestic intake was $292.3 million.
Wow.
Wowzer. Internationally, it made $537.4 million for a grand total of $829.7 million worldwide. I'm pretty sure that makes it the highest grossing film in the entire franchise, and did all of this on a budget of $120 million. Which, gosh, as much as I hate Barbie costs less than this over a decade later, and look at the difference in production value. Holy crap.
Wow.
It was released on November the 16th, 2012. Which, shoot, the Mayans might have been close to being right then. 71.1 million opening domestic day, 141 million opening weekend in North America. It is the highest grossing film in the Twilight series and the sixth highest grossing film of 2012. Dang, it's the sixth highest in 2012. What the heck came out in 2012? This was sixth? Jeez.
Wow.
$129 million, and it came
I know
in
that 2012 came out in 2012, right? I'm
It
just
did.
kidding.
I wonder what.
It did.
Good guess there, buddy. Good guess.
You know what, though? You've compelled me to check and see what 2012 actually grossed. 2012 grossed less than this. Holy crap. That was a
Surprising.
great year for the box office. I mean, not a lot less. It was over 700 million. But anyway, the film had a $340.9 million worldwide opening, which is the 8th largest ever, the largest for the Twilight franchise, and the largest for a film released outside the summer period. As of June 1st, 2014, Breaking Dawn Part 2 has sold 4,810,249 DVDs, along with, I'm just going to say 1.2 million Blu-ray discs, which is good for about close to $100 million more dollars of profit for them. Trivia: besides Mackenzie Foy, the actress who plays Renesmee, besides Mackenzie Foy, 10 actresses portrayed the rapidly growing Renesmee Cullen, as well as a CGI animated baby. Who would have guessed? Before either parts of Breaking Dawn were greenlit, Mackenzie Foy was a fan favorite to play the part of Renesmee for several years prior. That's weird.
How? What is she?
Yeah.
What was she in?
I mean, I want to say she was in something.
She had to have been.
beforehand. Like, I want to say even I recognized her like before Twilight. I definitely recognize her in Interstellar because she was a little older by then. But
Oh, that is her. I'll be damned.
yeah, she was she's very limited stuff. She was in a few episodes of various shows, Till Death, Flash Forward, Hawaii Five-0. So she had only just started her acting career. Okay.
Weird.
Yeah. Let's see. She was often included in Dreamcast castings that are created by fan. Yes, Vex, I know what a Dreamcast is. And mention
making sure you know. I think it was the Sega Dreamcast.
Yeah.
I think that's just how she writes, but I'm taking it as though she's writing this specifically for me. Just for funsies. And mentioned in online forums and message boards revolving around the series. To protect Mackenzie Foy on the set, y'all didn't do a good job of that. Bill Condon had to set up a swear jar where any cast and crew members caught swearing or uttering profanities were fined on the spot. The amount collected from the jar was donated to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. Well, shoot, might as well. If you don't curse, doesn't that mean you hate children?
Yes.
What the heck? Every song that appears in the film and on the soundtrack is original and written specifically for the film. That's interesting. So they basically did like Scarface, only worse. The only movie in the series to have a complete opening credit sequence. I noticed that. I actually noticed that. It skipped over from the book about how I don't know how to pronounce it. Nahul's vampire. Okay, this is one where Vex, you probably should have told me the actor. It skipped over from the book about how inward vampire father is what? Is that a word?
God damn it, Gordon.
She's got a misspelled word here. I don't know what it says.
Well, I'm gonna give her
it's something done with numerous children with human women in a mad scientist plot to create a super race superior to humans and vampires. Inward asks Aro for leniency for his half sisters who adhere to the vampire rules and only kill his father is needed. Okay, I don't know who that is. Hang on, I'm wondering if it's like the really. Okay, it's the Native American half. It's the halfsy. It's the halfsy. That's his name.
I have no idea what was just said.
I don't really much know either. So
Vex was high, probably.
Basically, okay, but here's how we'll summarize it quickly. The halfsy Deus Ex Machina Indian vampire at the end. He had a backstory. That's what it is. He had a backstory. In April of 2012, production returned for reshoots to pick up some additional shots for technical work with some of the cast and stunt actors. The reshoots did not include any new scenes or dialogue. Okay, so it was just like filler stuff then.
Interesting.
The highest grossing film to win the Golden Raspberry Award for Worst Picture, surpassing Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. This is better than that. It's not nearly as bad a movie as that.
No.
Transformers is I hate those movies so much. On the subject of the final day and her final moment as Bella, Stewart stated, "After that scene, my true final scene, I felt like I could shoot up into the night sky and every pore of my body would shoot light. I felt lighter than I've ever felt in my life." She's more cringy than Bella.
I did heroin after I was done shooting, and it was great.
Yeah, really. Tippett Studio. Yeah. Tippett Studio first began working on the CGI.
I tell you.
No, I'm laughing because Vex. This is my favorite part of the trivia, just telling you how Vex writes. Vex actually puts in parentheses after CGI, computer-generated imagery. Thank you, Vex. We talk movies. We know what CGI
Oh
is.
my god. Fucking Vex.
I'm pretty sure it's probably just copied and pasted from IMDb.
It probably is.
It means the morons. There are morons who definitely fill the IMDb trivia page with nonsense. I see it all the time.
I agree, but in my head canon, Vex wrote this.
Okay.
It's great. Tippett Studio first began working on the CGI computer-generated imagery Wolves in February 2009 for the Twilight Saga New Moon, and the look of the creatures has evolved, becoming more photoreal over the course of the saga. Yeah, sure. with the input of 3 different directors. It's a subtle balance of just how anthropomorphic these wolves are, says Eric Levin. Bill Condon wanted to make sure that we had a sense of the human or the shapeshifter in there, finding that balance of how much of a human performance versus an animal performance was important for Bill. Sure. That's it. That's all the trivia.
Oh my God, what was painful?
Fun. All the music in these last 2 movies, except for like 1 or 2 songs, were like written
Those are the good
specifically
ones,
for
yeah.
these movies.
Yep.
Really bad.
Poorly.
Okay. I guess we can go around giving our final thoughts and a grade for this. You know what? Sassy. Hello,
Sassy.
Sassy.
Hello. Yes, I'm here. Yes, hello, I'm here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, first of all, Nas is trying to bully you into playing a clip. The last time I clicked on a Nas link, I was scarred for life. So tread carefully. Anyway, yes, I'm supposed to rate the movie and tell you what I thought. Listen, I'm gonna rate the whole saga since it's at the end, and I think no. Well, what the kid?
An 8 or a 9 out of 10, but that's because I like fantasy and gay and vampire.
You like gay fantasies?
No, I like gay movies.
Oh, well,
Like you do.
I would give this whole thing a 6 out of 10 because it kept me entertained. I didn't mind it, but I definitely enjoyed, I think, the last one the best out of all of them. And yeah, I'm terrible at this part. Do you have anything to add?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. All I know is that that Kristen Stewart did look a lot better in the last movie.
Carlisle.
Oh, and my kid's obsessed with Carlisle. That's all.
It's okay, I swear to God.
Listen, I'm not a professional. What do you want? I run a gay tranny show on Sundays.
Jesus.
What do you expect from me?
Mr.
I just realized, yeah, Sassy kind of runs her own drag show.
She does.
I
Mr. Enzo, give us your beautiful final thoughts on this wonderful movie.
Well, like I said last time, I think I gave the last one 2 out of 10. But like, if you judge them separately, there's definitely a lot wrong with it. I think if you judge it together as one movie, it's a little better. Breaking down 1 and 2, yeah, it might work its way up to like a 2.5. But yeah, it is the best of the franchise, and yeah, the franchise as a whole, like abysmal. It's terrible. I don't understand. It makes me. It was like, the 2000s, early 2000s, late 90s was like the golden era of like awesome movies, and I think it was around this time, Twilight and the MCU and various other things that were making me realize like something's going rotten in the state of Denmark with the quality of the movies. The beginning of the end, and yeah, I'm just glad it's over. And I do hope maybe next year for February, maybe we'll talk about the 50 Shades movies.
Oh my god! I don't know.
I'm
if
gonna
I can watch
say I
them
hope
all
not.
in the same room.
Gord's gonna definitely watch those.
Yeah, I'm gonna hope not for that.
Let's vote no. Nadia's.
Edward.
Go ahead, Nadia. Give us your.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea though. Rate the movie and rate the saga.
Yeah, there you
Can I
go.
say cringe for both? I find these movies hilarious. If I look at them from a comedic standpoint, like they're funny. Maybe they're a satire of something. But if I could go without seeing another Twilight movie, I'd be really happy for the rest of my life. So this movie definitely is the better of the all, just for that flash scene, makeup, whatever. The fucking vision, the fake vision, is like the best part of this entire fucking movie. And to be honest, is the best part of this entire fucking series. So both get a 4 out of 10 for me, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Not bad, not bad. White Bear.
Is this what Nosses want?
Yeah, this is what Bloss wants us to play.
Yeah. So yeah, last rating was a 2. This one will be a 2.5. It was all just kind of wrapped up. For once, I can say it went way too quick. Like they could have actually expanded on this, like Nadia was saying earlier. Like this could have been, we could have had part of this in the last movie if they wanted to actually develop all these characters that is last minute thrown in. But it's a big reeking pile of shit, and I don't want any more of it. And I'm glad that we're done.
We're done. It's over. The nightmare's over, Whitey. It's okay. I'll hold you. It's okay. It'll be okay. And then Gord Kang.
Yes.
All right, buddy. I know you actually own these.
I do.
We're gonna chat about that later. But go ahead and your final thoughts.
Okay, so I would say, okay, like I said, I think this movie is the closest the series gets to being good. It obviously still doesn't quite reach that level. I would say this: I have a more exact score on a critic list that's actually slightly lower than the one I'm going to give it, but I'm going to round up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give this 4 German vampires, 4 the German bloodsuckers out of 10. I think it's one of those movies that, if you go by my personal scale, 4 is a movie that I consider bad, but I can kind of understand why people like it.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I'm rounding up for my actual score, but there are things in this movie I genuinely like, quite a lot of them. There's also a whole lot wrong with this one. Like, this one probably has almost as many problems as Eclipse does, but it does a considerable amount more genuinely right, which for me makes it the best in the series. It's easily the most entertaining. I was watching this having a genuinely good time with it. As far as the entire saga is concerned, I mean, look, I enjoy 4 out of these 5 movies, ironically. I mean, it's so goofy, but really, really funny. It's fun to watch with friends or talking to friends about it, because there's just so much ridiculousness. There's so much cringe. But if I were to average them out into like one saga objectively, I would give this 3 petophiles out of 10.
Okay, that's fair. We're still going to chat about why you own these later, but that's okay.
You know what? You almost bought them because there was a good deal, and you regretted not, because we had to rent each movie twice.
Well,
yeah, and you almost bought them digitally. I own the physical copy, so I can still get rid of mine.
That is true.
Whereas if you bought them digitally, they're basically yours forever, or until digital doesn't.
We would have saved money if you would have bought the package.
That's all right. I have a package for you later.
He only likes to throw money away.
I do. All right, so for me, as far as this movie goes, yeah, I would say it's the most entertaining one. Ironically, the final scene with the fight was entertaining enough, but I too was very happy that these were ended. Thank God we are finally done with this shit. It's been great. You're right. It's been fun talking about him and talking with friends and going through this and having a blast with them. But like by the end of this, I was like, I'm done.
You're ready to watch some good movies.
Yeah. What we have coming up next week, thank God we finally get to watch a good movie. But yeah, I'd say this movie, I don't know. I'd probably give this a 4 out of 10. I'd say 4 out of 10 on this, and then the franchise itself, probably the same score. I'm with Nadia. Like, there's enough there to be entertaining, just because it's so goofy. But yeah, I literally have nothing left after watching all these. Like,
then you've literally lost any reason and right to question why I own these. You literally just scored the saga higher than I did. So
I know. I'm gay.
There you
Nobody said I
go.
wasn't gay. I am autistic, retarded, and gay. So,
oh my God.
Yes. Yeah, but it's been great. It's been fun talking about these, but it's finally over. Thank God. Yes, and that's it. That's Breaking Dawn Part 2. We are done with the Twilight Saga. Thank God.
Happy Black History Month.
Yay! Yay! That's what we do. See, we're here for the people. We give the people what they want.
There was a black guy in the movie.
There was a couple. One died, and one was just in it for like 10 seconds. But
perfect.
Yeah, perfect movie. I guess we can go around
and talk. The part where that's my problem.
We could go around talk. Everybody can shout out where they're going to be, what they have coming up. Sassy, I know you have this show about drag queens on Sunday, so
yes, it's always Tranny Sunday. This Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern, Mr. Sassy Sunday stream. I already have Joy Reid crying about being fired, and Dylan will be in a dress. So, I'm off to a good start.
Yes, that's going to be fun. Mr. Enzo, do you have anything going on? Oh, I know you do, but anything coming up you want to shout out? Go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, I got a gig in San Marcos on Sunday, so I might pack up my shit and hit the road tonight. So, I'll be out of town. But yeah, Wednesday we got a We Watch for a very interesting 80s sci-fi rom-com starring John Malkovich as an android learning to love. It's a very 80s movie called Making Mr. Right, and it wasn't bad. It was a lot better than Heartbeats, I'll tell you that much. So that's going to be another full-length commentary that I got. And then I'll be popping around. Tuesday, I'll be on. Tomorrow, I'll make an appearance on Nielsen Ratings. And I think because I got that gig Sunday, I might do a Monday noon episode of Tales from the Dork Side. Maybe. Otherwise, maybe I'll get home in time and fire it up at midnight. I don't know. Playing it by ear. You know how it is.
Nice. Well, yeah, definitely check out Enzo's channel, man. He's got some good shit on there. I like we watch stuff in the movies he does. What was the one you did? Horror last week. That was
horror was wild.
That was so wild. Oh god, that is so freaking hilarious. Nadia, I know you have like 50 streams and all this shit coming up. So what do you got going on?
I only have the Horror Tuesday stream tomorrow. That's it. After that, I'm going to be on a break, but dropped my review on The Gorge. I'll have a review out for The Monkey. And then Sunday, I get to see Sassy in person.
I'm so sorry for you.
What you're getting. Never mind. Sleep with one eye open tonight, pal.
Hey, listen.
Hey, you listen.
But yeah, that's all I got. Like and subscribe.
Good. Like and subscribe. Yes.
That's right.
White Bear. Have the lamb stop screaming.
Yeah.
Oh God! You're gonna make me watch Silence of the Lambs.
You're gonna make me. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm actually gonna take my moment here, not to promote, my thousands of videos that I have coming out, but I want everyone to take a good look at Senior Gord King's latest video.
Yeah, it was really
over Blacked in America. It was it was a hilarious review, and like I said, it's a laugh a minute. It's very much worth your time. So yeah, go check that out, and if you got to follow me on X, White Bear Whitey. So
White Bear.
Yeah.
Watch it, and then Gord King. Yes, Gord King unfortunately got hit by the copyright monster.
That's true.
But his Captain America video was excellent. It was freaking hilarious. So he's been playing Hitman. So what else?
I've been hitting men.
He's been hitting men and throwing people in the trash.
That's true. Yeah. Like I said, I re-released my Captain America video this morning. I had to redo the intro, added a couple little bits. So that's up, and y'all can check that out. I have my Aladdin Poorly Explained video coming in the next couple of days. I'll be finishing up editing that over the next probably 2-3 days. Tomorrow evening at 7:30, I'm actually going to be hanging out on Admiral Teague's channel. We're going to be talking Captain America, possibly some other stuff. I've actually never been on his show before, so that'll be new.
Nice.
I was also hanging out on Eclectic Goat's channel before this, where we were talking the show Carnival, which I'm watching for the first time. So that was I've streamed probably like 7 hours today, almost all consecutively. So it's been fun.
Nice.
And then
was it consensual?
Yes.
Stupid fucking Wendy.
Let's see. Thankfully Wednesday I have nothing, and Thursday I think I'm gonna be hanging out with Pops. I don't know if we're doing our show live, but we're gonna be talking the movie Patton, which I'll be watching for the first time.
Good movie. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
Pops is awesome. Love Pops.
Yeah. So yeah, busy week, but a lot of fun stuff coming up.
Hells yeah, boy. Yes.
Oh yeah. Also, Amadeus comes out tomorrow. The theatrical cut. Best day ever.
Oh, great. Well,
Yes.
yeah, a lot
What
of
a boring movie.
A lot of tissues going to
Kick
be
Nadia.
used
She's
in,
gay.
Gord, get the
Also,
tissues
but here's the
in
thing. She
motion.
saw the director's cut. That's the not as good cut.
That's not the
Oh,
long.
Yeah, this
it
is
made me
theatrical.
fall asleep twice.
This is the theatrical
Twice.
cut. This
Fuck
is the
it.
theatrical.
Listen. It's
Never.
okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm streaming the movie right now, so
Rock me, Amadeus.
rock me on my disc.
Yes. So now that we're done with Twilight, we are coming back next week with a good movie. We're getting into we have a good month in March of movies. Actually, we're doing The Hunt for Red October, which is probably one of the It might be.
We're doing the hunt for
Another
Red
boring one.
We're
Whoa,
doing Red
whoa.
October, but I'm telling you got to kick her out. She's toxic and evil.
You tell me this, Nadia. We're gonna have a chat when I see you. This is fucking ridiculous. Oh my god, Hunt for October is a great movie. Okay, it's fantastic. Yeah. So I think
You'll be
right
drunk.
now,
You'll approve.
as of
everything.
right now, we just have Mr. Emperor J. Goodwin on that one. So you listen. March.
Oh, I'm staying 6 feet away from that.
I honestly can't wait to be on her stream in the middle of March and tell her which of the movies that are her favorites actually really suck.
They're terrible. I know. That movie's ass, man.
That's
terrible.
Fine. I'm ready for it.
Yeah. So yes, please, everybody, please go support everybody here. All their information's in the description. And as far as, again, just a reminder, MMM, like March is the last full month of shows, because once April 14th gets here, the week of the meetup, we are taking a long break until the fall. So catch us.
Maybe we'll come back in October, and that'll be like we're hunting for October.
No.
I like what you did there, Gord.
Oh boy.
I don't think you should encourage that. I think that was a terrible joke, but hey, that's fine.
Listen, most of them are, Gord. I just encourage you anyway. No,
It's
I'm
true.
kidding. I'm just kidding. We love you. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, thank you for the chat. Thank you for the super chats. Your people are freaking awesome. We will see you next week at the same time, and we love you. And everybody, goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.